Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Planet J. Today, we're getting back to what we used to do originally on this channel, which was general collective readings based off of zodiac signs or zodiac elements. So, we actually have 4 groups today, but you're going to be choosing your group based off of either your sun, your moon, your Venus, or your rising sign, or whatever sign you want to choose. So, for example, I'm a Earth Sun, Earth Moon, and Earth Rising, so I might choose Earth. But if you have a Water Venus and maybe you feel like that's the messages that you really need to hear most about right now, you might want to watch Water. Or you can watch them all if you have like a full, like elementally balanced chart. So yeah, Aries, Leo, Sag will be in this group. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn will be in this group. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius will be in the third one. And Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces will be in the fourth one. Again, you can watch as many as you like. You can cross watch for somebody that you're worried about or you're interested in if you'd like as well. This is going to be general messages for yourself, and the extended, which will be available here on YouTube via membership or on Patreon, a membership through there. The extended for each of these groups or each of these sign or element groups will be love messages. So yeah, I'm going to give you guys 10 more seconds and then we're going to get started with our first group, which is going to be for the fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. I'm very excited to give these readings. It's going to be very thorough. We're going to be doing all shuffles except for these 2 cards here that were blindly pulled. So yeah, let's get started now. We're going to start with our fire signs first, and I'm just going to put these to the side for now. We're going to be on live for a while, so please be patient if you're waiting for your element group. The timestamps will be added later, so yeah. But I will keep which group we're on right up top so you're aware. So yeah, welcome to your reading, fire signs. This is for Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, whatever you are, or wherever you have fire in your chart. You're welcome here. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope the messages resonate. If they do, give it a like and come back for another one. And check out the extended for the love messages. All right, so Spirit, can you tap me in to our fire signs? So you have 2 blind. Oh, you guys actually got 3. You guys got 3. You're only supposed to have 2, but you guys actually got 3. Okay, let me ask. Should I flip them over right now? No, not yet. It said not yet. Flip over 2 right now. It said flip over 2 and leave 1 for later. Okay, so you got. Oh wow, you got the King of Pentacles or the King of Diamonds and the 5 of Swords. Okay. So again, we will look at this card underneath it in just a little bit, but we're going to start with the shuffles. Let's just put the Okay. All right. Spirit, tap me into the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, whatever, rising. Tell me about their life. Let me zoom out. Because we're going to need some space. Tell me about their life, past, present, future. Okay, we're going to be taking 3 cards. Only if they come out. I'm not going to take them, like, for example, if one comes out like this, if it looks like that, and it's the tallest one, I'm not going to take it. It has to fall on the table. And it has to be one by one. Just so you guys know, that's how I'm shuffling for this. So if you're asking, why is she shuffling so much? That's why. Okay. It's good to set those intentions because otherwise you'll get mixed messages as a reader. And we're reading for a lot of people in this group now. So I'm actually going to take this one. What else? Exactly. Okay. And this one. So let me ask Spirit first. Should I take reversals? Spirit says no reversals. Interesting. So you got the Empress for the present. You got the Wheel of Fortune for the past. The Empress for the present. And the Lovers for the future. Wow. And the bottom of the deck is the 6 of Swords. Okay. This is awesome, by the way. This is really awesome. And the reason why I'm saying that is because this is a very positive energy, and I love this for you. And I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune being here in the past, you guys could have felt like, okay, so if you're not familiar with tarot, the Wheel of Fortune represents how life flows and how sometimes we're at our very high points and sometimes it goes down, but what goes around always comes back around. So it can represent karma, it can represent density, it can represent fate, and it can just represent how in life we have highs and lows. So in the past, you could have been experiencing something like that, whether that was highs and lows with your money, highs and lows with your self-esteem, highs and lows with your success, highs and lows with your health. It really doesn't matter, but it's kind of telling me that there was some sort of like fluctuation, and with the Empress sitting here in the present, is telling me that the wheel is about to turn in your favor, if it hasn't started to already. Let me ask. Empress? Okay, so it doesn't matter who I'm talking to in this group. In this group, I could be talking to the masculine or the feminine. So if you hear me say anything that sounds like that, just know you can flip it to your situation if you want to. But I feel like in the present moment right now, regardless of who you are, I feel like Spirit is bringing in blessings to you. Spirit is bringing in blessings, and Spirit is going to be bringing in people to help you, people to care for you, people to, or also people that you could help as well, but people that would accept your help as well. So they're not just going to be bringing in kindred spirits that can't change. No, they're going to be bringing in people that can learn from you, people that can accept your love, appreciate it, and adore you at the same time, and want to give back. People that will want to reciprocate. And I also feel like people that may want to help you with your own goals, your own creativity, or whatever it is that you feel like you have in store for your life. And with the Lovers coming here too, let's say you're single. If you're single, then awesome, because that shows me that not only are you going to be getting love, but you're going to be getting friends that appreciate you too. Some of you guys, it'll be business partners. Some of you guys, it'll be family. Some of you guys, let's say if you're pregnant right now or you just had a child or something like that, that could be a message, but that's only for those of you that want that, okay? Take what is yours and leave it isn't, because some people do want that. Some people are looking for love, and some people are looking for like their money to turn around. Some people are looking to move or something like that. I feel like if you're looking for that, that definitely is in the future for you. So let's say you've been having issues or you've been having struggles or something and you haven't been able to find a logical solution as how to overcome them. I see that coming for you in the future. Let's say that you just went through a breakup and you're working on loving yourself. I see in the future you being able to overcome that person and making a choice to walk away for good, and that actually benefiting you and bringing in bigger blessings for you in the past. So some of you guys, let's say you were fighting fate. Let's say you needed to move on from something or give up on something, walk away from something, or just put something on pause and you didn't do it, you kept pushing it. That could have been why the wheel was spinning around in this frantic way. But in the present moment, it feels natural. The Empress is very natural. It is she's stable, she's natural. Again, doesn't matter your gender. But wherever they are, it fits. They're fluid. But they also know themselves. And they're experienced as well. The Empress is at the same time, a lot of people look at the Empress and they assume that they've never lived a hard life. They've always been given to, they've always been loved, and that's not even the case. And we know that for a fact with the Wheel of Fortune being here. We know for a fact for you fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, that what you have been through, you've probably been through a lot or experienced things that most people haven't, because it was your fate, it was your destiny, it was your lessons that you needed to learn, and it doesn't show on the outside, by the way. So let's say you think that you're looking crazy, or let's say you think that you look like you're off your game, or like you're going through a roadblock. You don't look that way on the outside, by the way. You look like somebody that everybody wants a piece of, everybody wants to engage with, everybody wants to be friends with, everybody wants to cater to. And in the future, I feel like you might have your pick of the litter, whether that is with love, whether that is with places, whatever it is. So, Spirit, tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune. Why was that? We will take reversals for this deck because they have different meanings. So, tell me about the Wheel of Fortune for the past, for the fire signs. So, what wanted to show was the Knight of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Okay. I heard fun, but it could have been something that wasn't lasting long. Let me see. I heard adventure. I heard taking a risk. The Hangman and the Seven of Wands. Let me ask. Okay. We got the Page of Swords. And it says energetic, talkative, vigilance, and using your head. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, good for you. Good for you in this group. So in this group, you were being sent divine messages. You were being sent signals and signs, and I feel like you started to follow them. You started to listen to them. And that's good, because it's actually catapulting you into this very positive energy. So let's say you were going to go somewhere, and all of a sudden you started to get this stomach ache, and you could have been fine. You could have still went to the place with a stomach ache, but you said, no, I'm not going to go. And it was a good thing that you didn't go, because now something else can turn for you. Now something else is in store for you. It's like something like that. Don't take it so literal. It's not always that literal, but it's almost like either you're being shown a sign or you are reading into something. But the way that you read into it was positive, because it says here, vigilance and using your head. The Page of Swords is very observant as well. So some of you guys, you started to peep things. You're starting to notice that things are actually changing in your favor for the better. So you know how like some people, they start to feel like, oh my God, things are working out for me. And then they start asking, when is the shoe going to drop? No, 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 no. Instead, you started to look at those signs and think, no, 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 this is good. Even if you were going through a tough time, you could have been like, no, 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 that just means that I'm on the brink of something good. It's kind of like that. It's kind of what I'm getting. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, didn't I say you want people that want, you're going to have people that want to work with you. You're going to have people that want to be a part of your team, people that want to learn from you. Didn't I say that? People that want to learn from you. And it literally says learning right here on this card. Apprenticeship. So some of you guys, let's say you are looking for a job, or you're looking for a raise, or you're looking for a business partner, or I don't know, just some help, or maybe you want to help other people. I see that working out for you. This is a positive third party, by the way. This is an energy of, in the present moment, you're going to be shown that you don't have to do everything alone. That some people actually do want to be there for you. Some people actually do want to be in harmony with you. Yeah, because I feel like maybe at some point in your life, I'm not saying in the recent past, but maybe at some point in your life, you were more boisterous. You were more impulsive, maybe even listening to what other people said or did and reading into it the wrong ways. But I don't see that anymore. I see that in this present moment, it's like your life, things are leaving out of your life. So any apathy that other people might be having towards your cause, so let's say you needed something done, you needed help with something, and they just looked at you and assumed that you could do it all on your own and just let you deal with it on your own. People aren't doing that with you anymore. And or you're not going to be doing that with people anymore, depending on where you were. People aren't going to be apathetic to your cause. People aren't going to be trying to cause issues with you where they shouldn't. You know why? Because everyone loves you. Everyone's going to be seeing your appeal. So it's almost like anybody that tries to do something shady, or even just like, I heard, undercut you, they're not going to be able to, because it's so many people that are peeping, so many people that are watching. Even I don't know. I mean, let's say you believe in God, or let's say you believe in like karma, or let's say you believe that you have ancestors that look out for you, or someone that passed away and you know that they are actually pulling strings for you up there. Whatever it is that you believe in, that's why these people aren't going to be able to do it anymore. It's almost like they're not going to be able to. It could be people, it could be situations, it could be whatever. Some of you guys, it's an institution. So let's say you were getting scammed, or let's say I don't know, this could be a lot of things, because you know how like some people, like they get hacked or they get scammed, or like they try to buy a car and they try to give them this like heavy interest rate or something like that. It's like, that's not going to happen with you. You know why? Because there's always going to be somebody on your side. There's always going to, in the present moment, this is happening for you right now, by the way, especially with work. Some of you guys, this is with work. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, this is with work. So yeah, because I feel like you could have just peeped it. You could have just peeped it and noticed what was going on in the past, but you still remained yourself. You still kept doing you. And it's like other people are noticing this, by the way. There could even be some people that maybe try to push your buttons just to test you. And the way you handled it, now they're like, okay, now they're the real deal, or something like that. It's almost like you're proving yourself, but it's not because you have anything to prove. It's just because you're just proving yourself without having to do too much. You know what I mean? Like, you know how the emperor, they command respect. They don't demand it. The Empress is the same way, but the respect that they get is shown in love. It's shown in love and admiration. And what do you do when you love, and when you adore somebody? When you feel like their energy makes you a better person, what do? You want to help them. You want to care for them. You want to talk about them in rooms where they could use, that like praise. So that's what I'm seeing is happening for you right now. Wow. Yeah, I feel like you're not gonna be dealing with anybody that like underestimates you. You know how like you could be saying the most perfect thing, you could be giving the most perfect advice, or just leading by example and showing people the right thing to do, the right way to live, and they could be looking at you for whatever reason and have a problem with that. That's not going to be the case anymore. People are actually, I'm seeing somebody say, well, they're the real deal, and on top of that, they're actually a good person, so they deserve help. Let me help them. This is kind of what I'm getting. So let's say you ask somebody for help, they're going to help you, and it's not going to be because they have an ulterior motive. It's going to be because they see that you deserve it. It's going to be because they see what you were going through and they see how you handled it. Let's say people were talking shit about you. It's the way that you handled it. Or some of you guys, the way that you showed them love and compassion despite it. It's the way you brushed it off. It's the way you said, well, what goes around comes back around. So let's say somebody did something terrible to you. You didn't try to get revenge. People see this. It could be something like that. If it's not people, it's spirit or the universe. Because to me, the Wheel of Fortune, a lot of the time, it shows me like the universe. And for the Page of Swords to be here, I'm assuming the Page of Swords is your energy. So what's coming through here is like the way that you have been handling the ups and downs in life is so admirable. It's so, some of you guys, your coworkers are coming through here as well. Maybe it could be coworkers, it could be clients, it could be somebody that you talk to at a place that they worked at, the way that you talk to them, the way that you handle them, like you become a regular at some place and now all of a sudden they start giving you discounts, but they would never do it for anyone else, they do it for you. Or let's say you work somewhere and your boss only likes you or they like you the best, so they give you certain things other people are seeking, and instead of being jealous now, instead of being apathetic, they're like, okay, maybe I can get on that too, and maybe I can get what they have. It's kind of like you're inspiring, but it's just by being yourself. You're inspiring people to be better people, a better person, just by being yourself. Because I feel like you lead by example in this group. I feel like in this group as well, um, even if you were to make a mistake, people understand. Even if you were to, not be on your game, it's like let's say you had a bad day, people will notice this and they want to do more for you. Instead of expecting for you to pick up the slack despite how difficult you're going through, it's almost like you tell somebody you're going through something and they understand and they want to help you. Instead of blaming you or telling you to just suck it up, they understand. It's like with the Empress here, it's like people are viewing you in the most positive light. And the difference between the Emperor and the Empress is that they don't expect, no one is looking at the Empress like, go make her pick up all, or go make him pick up all 50 pounds of that shit and pick it up there and do this. They're not giving you 50 million tasks. Instead, you know what they're going to do? They're going to tell this person to do it instead of you. So let's say you have children, your children, all of a sudden, they start picking up the slack because they see that you're stressed. Or let's say that you have a partner and your partner sees that you're going through something, or your partner just looks at you with adoration and they start doing more for you because of it. It's kind of like that. This could even be your best friends as well. But I really feel like this is strangers too. Strangers you see that are looking at you like, whoa, look at their outfit. Or strangers that are watching you talk to somebody and they're just in awe of the type of person you are. And I feel like energetically it's bringing some good shit to you. The Lovers clarified by the Seven of Wands. Okay. And now in the future, you guys are going to be choosing to protect yourself more. Yeah. Because in the present moment, you're the Empress. It doesn't matter your gender. You could be the Emperor if you want to. But I feel like everybody's going to want a piece of this cake. So in the future, what you're going to do is you're going to be more assertive and you're going to have the boundaries that you need to. You're going to choose what's best for you. You're going to choose who, like I said, is showing up without apathy. Another thing in this group that you need to keep in mind is that anybody that has ever shown you apathy, anybody that has ever caused problems for you, anybody that has ever refused to learn from you or hear you out or even just respect you or treat you with the respect that you deserve as a human being, never, let me ask before I say that. It's almost like you're not going to have to do anything about it. Those people are just going to be separated from you regardless. With the major arcana, the Lovers coming through. By the way, you got 3 major arcana here. So it's almost like I'm seeing like the C part. So any obstacles or anything that you were struggling with or anything that was too difficult for you, it's like, it's just going away. It's just going to go away for you in the future. It's going to go away for you. It might be a person. Sometimes it might be a person or a group of people that do this for you. Now, the Seven of Wands actually talks about standing up for yourself, but the fact that it's paired here with the Love is just telling me that I feel like someone else is going to do this for you. I feel like in the future, you're going to be taking the high ground. You're going to be standing up for yourself. You're going to be assertive. But a lot of the time, you're not going to have to, because they're going to be people that see this energy in you, and they're never going to let anyone treat you less than what you deserve. In this group, let me just tell you right now, if you were to speak up about anything that you've ever experienced or any problem that you were having to the right people, they will be the Seven of Wands for you. They will be ready to help you. They will be ready to stand up for you. They will be ready to hear what you need and give it to you. I heard in this group, ask and you shall receive. So even if it's writing it down on a piece of paper and saying what it is that you need or what you want, do that. Because I feel like a strong, like, divine intervention in this group. Like for some of you guys, it is people. But for others of you, if it almost feels like I said, I'm seeing the C part where it's just coming towards you. Because I feel like some of you guys are really nice and people take advantage of that. Yeah. Let me ask though. Okay, now for others of you, interesting that we got the 7 and we're talking about the 7 of Wands right now. But for most of you guys, what I think is actually happening is that you're going to start standing up for yourself. You're going to start making the decision to stand up for yourself, to walk away when you need to. You're going to start taking the high ground. You're going to start knowing your own strength and courage. You're not going to be a pushover anymore. You're not going to be scared to fight. You're not going to be weak-minded, ever. And no one's ever going to treat you that way. Ever. Because what they're going to see is that there's a whole squad behind you. Or something like that. Six of Swords. Whatever issues you have right now, they're going away. They're going away. Bottom of the deck is the Chariot. Yeah. There's a strong direction for you. I feel like you're showing this. You're showing up as somebody with a lot of willpower and control and confidence, despite times where you may have felt self-doubt or felt lost or felt like people were trying to be aggressive towards you, or that you had to be aggressive to get what you want. You don't have to, but I feel like in this group, some people could try you. You know, like when people see a nice person and they think because they're a nice person that they would never get like this, but fuck around and find out. But I feel like in this group, it's not even going to get to that point. It's not even going to get to that point. If I heard some, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I heard somebody say, if I have to, I will. But I feel like you won't have to. With the Six of Swords, I feel like you won't have to. I feel like these things are just going to fade away. These people might even run away. You know how like some people, oh my God, I just saw this image and I don't want to. Okay, I got an image and it was a little violent, so I'm not going to say that. I'm actually going to give you a different example. But you know how like small dogs, sometimes small dogs look like a big dog might walk up to them and think that they can rough them up or something like that, but they actually can't. All that small dog has to do is growl a little bit, and their growl is louder than what the person thought or the other dog thought it was going to be, or you know, something like that. I'm seeing something like that where it's like you're not going full throttle, but you're doing just enough to basically give off this image. Like it can be love and light, but also don't F with me. That's what I'm getting for you guys, fire signs. Okay, so let's see what else. Let's see what else. What else is going on? What else is going on for the fire signs? Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. Some of you guys, you're asking yourself straight up, like, why do people keep trying me? Or why do these things keep happening? It's not going to keep happening, by the way. It's actually not. I feel like these are more so nuisances. They're just little things than... They're not... Yeah, it's not... I'm not trying to gaslight you, but it's like the little hiccups that you're experiencing are just that. Just little hiccups. They're just little hiccups. Ace of Cups. Let me ask, should I take reversals? No. Okay, good. Ace of Cups. I feel like this group, you were feeling very unloved for some reason. You could have been feeling very unloved. Some of you guys, you were feeling very emotional. Emotions could have been going up and down. Or people could have been pushing their emotions onto you. But I feel like more so in this group, it was like maybe your self-esteem or confidence could have been fluctuating. And I feel like in the present, it's almost like people are going to come in and show you why that should never happen again, or why you should never get to that point, why you should never start thinking that way again. Wow, you got a lot of aces. So this is something new, by the way. This is a new you, a new life. With the Ace of Pentacles, some of you guys are going to get a raise. Some of you guys are going to get a new job. For others of you, you're just going to be shown, people are going to show you how much they appreciate you. It feels like through little gestures, by giving to you or doing things for you, you know, acts of service. But I feel like the little things that these people do will slowly start to mend your heart, slowly start to get you to see actually how much you are loved. And this is not a love reading. The love reading is the extended. This is just people in general. This is just life in general. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. The Seven of Wands. The Hanged Man to the Seven of Wands and the Lovers. People are going to start to see you differently. So people that passed judgment on you, people that said that you weren't going to amount to anything, or that you weren't enough, or something shady like that, like anybody that ever talked down on you, talked about you, gossiped about you, underestimated you, they're going to start to see not only you differently, but themselves differently. Like they're going to feel like shit, basically. You know why? Because everyone else in the whole world, it's like, you know, you know how like there's like always that one actor or actress that everybody loves. Everybody loves because everyone should love them. They're actually a good person. It doesn't have to be an actor or an actress. It could just be somebody in the school that everybody loves. And there's always those couple of people that do not like themselves, that look at that person and they try to come up with reasons why like they shouldn't be liked, or why they can't be so good, or why they can't be a good person, or whatever like that. And it's just like they're gonna get to a point where they realize, damn, I was really tripping. Damn, I was really tripping. For some of them, though, they're really going to push it too far and they're going to F around and find out. But I don't feel like it's going to be you. I feel like it's going to be somebody else, like putting them in their place. Because I do feel like in this group, I'm talking to a more gentle audience. Like, I'm not getting like a grr type of person that's watching right now. I feel like I'm watching this about somebody who, actually tries to be a good person and has a good heart. And some of you guys, you wear your heart in your sleeve, but others of you don't. Others of you used to wear your heart in your sleeve, but you don't do it as much anymore. If that is the case, you can feel free to do that, because like I said, even if it's not a specific person or a specific group of people, it's going to be just energy, period. Like, oh my God, I told the story. Oh my God, look, Nine of Wands. There's going to be somebody in this Nine of Wands energy for you. I'm going to tell you the story and then we're going to keep going on with the reading. It's going to be very quickly, so don't worry. But when I was younger, I was like this. I was very like, doing along, you know what I mean? Speaking love to a lot of people. And before I realized that not everyone was like that, I would have people be like that with me, like this energy where I feel like they'd be very catty, try to find problems. And I didn't really care too much about it, but the people around me did. The people around me had a problem with it, because it's like they're sitting here trying to enjoy me and my energy and make me feel loved and valued. And there's somebody coming in trying to fuck that up. So I remember I had a god sister when I was younger. We went to this camp when we were younger. And there was this girl, she used to pick on me every single day at that camp for some reason. I don't know why, but for some reason she used to pick on me. I mean, I know why now. But it's not an excuse. But she used to pick on me a lot, and she would do it in front of other people. It wasn't that she would just do it and talk about it to like her best friend or whatever. No, she would do it in front of other people and try to cause a scene. And one time we were in front of them, and my god sister, she said something really rude to me. I don't know what she said to me. She said something like, she insulted me. She verbatimly insulted me. But up until that point, she had been doing little things and never gotten to the point where she would like say my name or whatever, but she would make it clear that, it was obvious, but it wasn't like verbatim. And the one time she tried it in front of the wrong person, it's like they shut her down. Literally, she insulted me, and the person looked at her and said, "What the F did you just say?" And before she could even finish her sentence to repeat it, they smacked the F out of her. What do you think happened after that? She started being so nice to me after that. She started telling me, she literally told me her life story. She apologized. She told me why she did it, all of that. And it's not that I didn't already know. It's not that I didn't already sense why she was acting that way, but it wasn't an excuse. It wasn't an excuse. And I feel like something like that is going to happen, where it's like somebody will do something, or it could be a group of people for some of you guys, but it could just be like something like that, where it's like a good person doesn't deserve something like that. Somebody sees it, and it's like they fix the issue for you. They stand up for you, or they get that person to see how wrong it was for you, so you don't have to get yourself out of this energy. It's kind of what I'm getting. So if you've been picked on, if you've been having parents, or I don't know, just anybody kind of just make things difficult for you, I feel like, I don't want to say they're going to get punished, you know what I mean? But like, it depends how far they're taking it. It depends how far the person is taking it, just so you know. So like, for example, with that person, it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, it was just words. But some people, they do more than that. Some people do more than words. Some people literally try to hurt you. Some people literally try to talk about you to people that they think, like, like, some people try to lie on you. Some people try to lie on you to get you to lose an opportunity. I don't see that ever being possible. And I feel like it might have like an opposite effect. Or let's say somebody tries to do something to make you lose something, make you lose the pentacle. Not only are they going to lose all of their pentacles, but you're going to get everything that they had. You know how in the game of war, where you're flipping your cards like this, boom, 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 and then you beat the other person and you get to take all their cards too? It's going to be something like that, where it's like they think that they're at war, they think that they're playing this game or something like that, or that they're going to get everything that you have. No, they're going to lose everything, and you're going to get what they had and then some, and go win another battle. Kind of like that with the nine of wands. This is you. Look, 7 of wands to clarify right again with the temperance right here. Oh my god, 6 of wands. You're going to be successful, you're going to be healed, you're going to be balanced, you're going to be grounded. You know why? Because the 9 of wands represents a soldier who perseveres, who's been through quite a lot. They've been through a lot. They've seen things they shouldn't have seen. They've been, beaten down, sometimes broken down, had people create really like nasty relationships with them or something like that. but you still remain in this Empress energy, and I feel like that's why. It's like you're gonna get sent an angel, or something's gonna happen. It's gonna feel like I said, divine intervention. It's gonna be what you needed. Kind of feels like what you needed. So tell me more. Tell me more for the fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If that's resonating, give it a like. I'm really happy to give this message because I feel like in this group you really deserve it. Especially like for the ones with the, like, fire Venus, or Venus in a fire house, or even a fire rising. Like, people can take your like fun, vibrant energy and think that there's a way in with that, but that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Just because you see somebody who's nice doesn't mean that they don't have a band behind them. They don't have a gang behind them. They don't have people that will stick up for them. And I feel like some of these people will do it without even telling you. Just so you don't have to worry. Parasite. Wow. Yeah, some of you guys, you've been having a lot of racing thoughts. You've been losing sleep. Some of you guys, you've been losing things. Like, you've been losing things. Like, I don't know if you lost like a piece of jewelry, or you lost your phone, or you lost like, I don't know if you lost it or you broke it. Something recently. You're going to get something better, by the way. So whatever you lost recently, or whatever got messed up for you recently, you're going to get something better. You're going to love it. Let's get one more. Show me to light. Yeah. Some of you guys, you have a goal in mind. You're going to be able to fulfill that. And there's going to be somebody that come and help you fulfill whatever goal. I think it might be somebody older than you, but it doesn't have to be. Somebody older than you, it feels like. Or somebody that actually respects you. Somebody that is unwavering. Somebody who's loyal. With the Lovers, I don't know who it is, but maybe you do. Bottom of the deck is Jadeite. It's like a lot of heart chakra energy coming through right now. I feel like you have a really strong root chakra in this group. Really strong root chakra. And the root chakra is where we... I mean, I feel like it's kind of like where we get our... How can I explain this? Because I know not everybody's like into the chakras and stuff. But the root chakra is related to our security, to our humility, and to our fears, and how grounded we are, and our own anxiety. So I feel like if you've been experiencing anxiety, if you've been questioning your own strength, or if you've been questioning where money is going to come from, if you're like, I don't know, if you're struggling with money or something like that, I feel like that's not going to be continuing on much longer for you. I also feel like in this group, you can spoil yourself more. Maybe you don't spend a lot of money on yourself or something like that, but you can. I feel like you can. Somebody's going to send you a message soon and let you know how much they love you, how much they care for you. So let's see. What else for the fire signs? Damn, this is going to be such a long reading. Oh my God. Because I still have to do all the other groups. But so yeah, don't rush me for the extended for these ones. As you can tell, we're still on fire signs and we're already 30 minutes in. So like I said, wait for the timestamps. Oh my God, you got temperance again. Didn't I tell you? It's like divine intervention. It's healing. It's balance. It's a balance between your masculine and your feminine energy, for sure. I feel like some of you guys, that was the problem in the past. The problem in the past was that you needed to love yourself, to be honest. I feel like some days you could wake up, you love yourself, or some weeks you could wake up and love yourself and love the life you live and feel balanced and feel like everything is okay. And other days you would wake up feeling like you can't do it or it's too much. And I feel like that's an obstacle you're going to be able to overcome with love and the amount of love that is coming towards you. Some of you guys in this group, you can feel like sometimes you have to act this way, sometimes you have to act another way. All you have to do is be yourself in this group. All you have to do is free yourself. I feel like in this group as well, you're constantly watching other people to see if you can show them the real you, if you can give them your heart. You can be yourself. If you're a loving person, be a loving person. Because of everything I said before about how it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you're protected. You're protected. So if, let's say you went through something terrible recently and it made you think differently about love, no, don't let it. You can love in this group. You can be free in this group. You can listen. I feel like in this group, you might have an angel and a devil on your shoulder sometimes, but it's a balance. That's why I heard F around and find out. Most of the time, I feel like you're in this swan, beautiful energy, but sometimes people try to push you. And even if you decide you don't want to let that devil win on your shoulder, it will win on somebody else's. So let's say you feel like you've been generating a lot of good karma and you're not trying to mess it up, but maybe you feel like certain situations deserve this or something like that. Ask and you shall receive. So maybe you don't want to be the one to do it, but tell somebody else and they'll do it. The ones who need to hear that, you know what I mean? So I feel like some of you guys, you got writers behind you or something like that. Like you don't know it, but you got people that would do what they need to. They'd handle situations for you, okay? Because they know you. They know that you wouldn't lie or you deserve it. Because you just want peace. I feel like in this group, you just want peace. You want peace and love. And you want everyone to talk to each other with peace and love and kindness. And I feel like you have always shown up this way, but in the past, maybe someone took advantage. And that's okay. It happens. But like I said, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. It's not your mission to worry about it. What else? Ooh, adventure. Didn't I say I heard adventure earlier when the Knight of Wands came out? I was shuffling the doodle cards. You can rewind it back. It was before the page, right before the Page of Swords came out. The Knight of Wands and I think the Six of Wands wanted to show. And now you got the Page of Pentacles coming through here, and it says adventure on this card. Yeah, in this group, you don't like to ask for help because you've always been the one to help. You don't like to hold your hand out because you've always been the one to give. Or you don't like to hold your hand out and ask for help because people always come to you for help and it stresses you out. In this group, you need to adventure into allowing yourself to accept things. Because like I told you, people want to give to you. People want to help you. Either people want to give to you or they want to help you or they want to do both. So if you're in need of something, if you need help, if you're stressed, if you need a compliment, if you need to pick me up, if you need a hug, whatever it is, ask for it. Literally ask for it. And see how healing this will be to your inner child as well. See how healing this will be to your heart. Wow. Some of you guys, a sibling is coming through here. I don't know if it's a sibling or like a family member or something. They just came through here. So maybe you're the type of person to not want to bother people or something like that. But people are waiting for you to. It's like people are waiting for you to bother them. People are waiting for you to trust them. To trust them to help you. Trust them to bring something good to you. To support you. To encourage you. King of Pentacles. And that's this card right here, which is what's coming towards you. King of Pentacles is slowing down. Slowing down. So what's coming for you in the future is peace. Comfortability. Everything happening in its own time. Everything happening when it's meant to. Some of you guys it's money. Some of you guys it's stability. Some of you guys it's a better family relationship. Some of you guys it's a stable partner that changes the way you feel about the things you've been through, the pain you've been through. If it's not a partner, it could be a friend or a business partner. Some of you guys, this is an elder. It's like an elder coming through. I don't know if it's an elder quite literally, like they're old, or they're just older than you. Bottom of the deck is the stress. Yeah, no more stress. Like I said, no more stress, because I feel like that's what you're dealing with. Some of you guys, you're feeling like things are moving too slow. Some of you guys, you're feeling like you're having too much fun, or you're having, sometimes you want to be like this and other times you want to be like that, and you feel like you don't know who you are or something like that, or you have trouble accepting all facets of yourself. If you get angry sometimes, if you get sad sometimes, if you get stressed sometimes, if you start overthinking sometimes, if you're not moving as quickly as you would like to, that's okay. Like literally it is okay, because we're all like human beings. And I feel like in this group, like you could just, I don't want to say you're hard on yourself, because that's not exactly what I'm getting. I feel like you're very critical of yourself. Like you notice little things about yourself all the time and you fixate on them. I'm not saying that you notice that you do something and then you tell yourself you're a bad person because of it, but it's like you notice it and you're thinking about it so much. But these are the things that other people like about you, the things that other people love about you, or the things that other people want to help you with. So let's say you do have trouble slowing down. Someone wants to help you with this. Let's say you do feel stressed or you feel like you have to jump through hoops. Someone wants to help you with this. Let's say you do need some healing. Someone or the universe wants to help you with this. Let's say you do want to try new things, but you don't have money for it, or time, or anyone to do it with. They will send you somebody. So ask and you shall receive. Write about it. Say it out loud. Dream about it. I don't know what you need to do, but it's coming. I just heard it's coming. Some of you guys, it's already there. You just have to take it. What else? What else? This is crazy. Wow, didn't I tell you guys? It's about self-love. Didn't I tell you that? Oh my God. The Empress loves themselves, by the way. So whatever you guys have been through, you still managed to embody this. All the pain or healing that you've had to do, or that you're working on, either you're going to get there or you already are, baby. This is self-concern, self-love, healing, and independence. So some of you guys, you've been independent for far too long, and now you can lean on other people. Wow. And you see this lady, she's giving herself a hug. She's sitting in a didn't I say something about outdoors? I don't know if it was this group I said something about outdoors. I don't think it was this one. I think it was a different reading. I'm seeing somebody in nature. When I see nature, it reminds me of like loving yourself in your natural form. Loving who you are naturally. Not trying to change yourself. Some of you guys, that's what it was. Is that you were looking at yourself thinking that you needed to change this or change that, and now you're getting to a point where it's like you love yourself wholly, and so other people can too. So if you have a flaw, you're not trying to cover it up or make a joke about it. You're just accepting it. This is healing for other people too, because some people are flawed themselves or feel like they're flawed themselves, but they don't love themselves. But your love spreads. To love another person is to love yourself first. And I feel like this is something you mastered in the past, and it's spreading. So of course people want to help you. Of course people want to do for you. Of course people want to pray for you, speak about you positively in other rooms. Of course they want to. Of course they will. What else? Right. Some of you guys, you're getting back into like hobbies that you had when you were a kid, or used to do things when you were a child, and it's like you're getting back to them. I'm laughing because that's so cute. So let's say you used to watch cartoons, like maybe you're watching cartoons again, or I don't know. It feels like a hobby. It feels like a hobby. What else? Some of you guys, if you don't have a hobby, that's your message, is to get a hobby. What else? Some of you guys are just honoring your inner child. Oh my God. Didn't I say, if you want a child, some of you guys are going to get a child. You're going to have a child. And with the slowing down, I don't feel like this is happening anytime soon. If you don't want it to happen anytime soon, you're good. But I feel like this is sweetheart, by the way. And you read what it says on this card. It says pure. I don't know if you can see it. It says pure, unconditional love. And it says beloved. People are going to be treating you like this. You see how they're looking at this photo and they just have so much love. There's so much love that they have for this thing in their belly, thing that they're creating. So let's say you're creative or you have a project that you want to do. People are waiting for it. They anticipate everything that you do being beautiful and something that they want to bankroll or even just support or, love. Like I just feel like I just see in the future for you being so loved and cherished because you learn how to unconditionally love yourself. That's what I see for you. Apologize to yourself for treating yourself so poorly in the past, or even talking to yourself so poorly in the past. For others of you, I could see people coming and giving you apologies, especially if you're somebody that, didn't let the devil win and like something like that. Merit making. Yeah, I feel like this is you. I feel like you have a really good heart. You're like, you believe in humanity. Like you're a good human. Like I feel like that's who you are. If that's not who you are, then obviously this is not your reading. And that's okay. But now we're going to flip over this special card and see what this is about. Ten of Swords, misfortune. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like in this group, you've been through a lot. In this group. You've been through a lot. And everything that you've been through is just going to make you realize how strong you are. Some of you guys, you're going to have somebody that will do anything for you. Let's get 3 cards from this deck, or 2 off the bottom. Tell me more about the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Wow, this is such a beautiful reading. Didn't I tell you guys you were going to receive a message or a letter or something soon? Somebody letting you know. I don't know if it's apology or if it's just letting you know how much they love you and they care for you or they're thinking about you. But it literally says here news. It says speech, writing, and communication. So you can expect that soon. I don't know what it's going to say, but I get a feeling that you're going to like it. Some of you guys, you should check your email. Wait for something in the mail. I don't know if it's a package or... I'm taking it literally, but it doesn't have to be. It could be that somebody says something to you and you can read between the lines how much they actually care for you, how much they love you. Some of you guys, yeah. And it could be something very small, by the way. I'm hearing like a token of their gratitude. So I don't know if somebody gave you a letter or wrote you a note or sent you a text message recently. And it could have been something very simple. But they're trying to show you that you mean the world to them. They really love you. They really appreciate you. If it hasn't happened, it's going to. Some of you guys, it's a message for you to do that to somebody that you care about. Let them know how much you love them. Dog. Wow. If you've been lonely, you're going to get a friend. You're going to get, it says allies. It says loyalty, trustworthy, support, and obedience. Didn't I say you're going to get support? God, you guys are going to be so happy in this group. Some of you are going to get a best friend, or your best friend is going to reach out to you and tell you how much they love you. Yeah. I feel like this is positive gossip about you. Like, you may not realize it, but there's somebody that loves you, like a friend or somebody that brags about you. Like, I feel like they brag about you. About, like, how awesome you are. How much they want to help you and support you. Or how good of a friend or how trustworthy and supportive you are. I don't know. People talk about this in you, by the way. People talk about how good of a friend you are. How trustworthy you are. How loyal you are. How supportive you are. People talk about this. People talk about how much they love you, basically, when you're not around. And when you are around. But I feel like more so when you're not around, because you could be very humble in this group. Or you could be shy. Some of you guys are shy. Or you're getting out of that. You're getting out of being shy. Let's get one advice card. I want you to think of a yes or no question right now. Think of one yes or no question right now. And right after we get your advice, we're going to pull that, we're going to shuffle our yes or no deck, and we're going to get you the answer to that question. So think about it now. So you don't have to pause the video. Just think about the question now. And we'll get your advice, and then we'll answer that question for you in a second. Wow, this is a lovely reading. Lovely reading. What else? Jesus. Can I get one card, Spirit? I don't know. Spirit might be saying you don't need no advice. Spirit might be saying you don't need no advice. Let me see. One. Give me a number. Give me a number. Okay, 11. We're gonna count to 11. Okay. If no card comes out while we count to 11, then again, you don't have any advice. It's just a message. These were the messages for you. 1, 2, 3. I'm not taking those because they didn't. By the way, they didn't fall out one by one, so we're not taking them. 4, 5, 6, 7. Not taking these. Came out in a clump. 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, okay. So you guys can't see, but 2 cards just flew over the table, and one of them flew on the floor, and one of them that flew on the floor was actually flipped over. So it's the only one that flipped over. So I will take it. I will take it. And it is the new moon in Gemini. Think it through. New moon in Gemini. We just had a new moon. I believe it was in Taurus, though. Yeah, we just had new moon in Taurus. So interesting that we're seeing the new moon in Gemini come up now. So, okay, the new moon in Gemini card is interesting because it talks about how there's a new day on the dawn for you, and you're moving from dark times to light, which is very connected here to the Six of Swords, which talks about moving things to calmer waters. Spirit's basically coming in and letting you know that you should be proud of who you are, that your confidence is what has gotten you this far, and that you should keep believing in yourself. And even if you're not feeling a lot of love, or even if you don't love every part of yourself, or even if you still have some insecurities, it's okay. You can fake it till you make it, because you have a bright future. And as long as you continue to carry yourself with respect in your relationships, then other people are going to respect you. And Spirit's also trying to let you know here that whatever challenges that you are facing, try to take a more creative approach to it. So whether that is asking for help or just using the power of your mind and your creativity and your heart. Some of you guys just like using your heart to get through the issues that you have. This is a good card to pull if you're looking for like positivity when it comes to romance, creativity, or even children, or even just finding confidence in yourself. So this could be an omen for you, or a good omen for you guys to know that that's coming towards you. Basically, know that you're magnificent and love yourself because you deserve it. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you with this card. You can look it up if you don't believe me. That's the actual message behind this card. And I'm so happy that you got it because it, like I said, it just flows and it fits with the rest of the message, the rest of the reading so well. So let's get your yes or no question now. Let's get your yes or no question. Let's get your yes or no question. Spirit, answer yes or no to the question on our fire sign's mind. We're only going to take one card. Yes or no? Yes. You won't find a better time than now. So the answer is yes. Okay. And if the question you asked had any sort of like time thing, like should I do this now, or is it going to happen right now or soon? Yeah. The answer is yes. Wow. Okay. So if that resonated, give it a like. Come back for another one on my channel. Now, as you guys know, this reading was just 50 minutes long. Okay. So please do not start getting fussy in the comments or anything like that, or start thinking that the reading is bad once I put you guys in the virtual reading room to pick up all these cards and get a drink of water. I just talked to you guys for 50 fucking minutes. So I need at least like 2 minutes to get some water and get my life together. So I'm going to put you guys in the virtual waiting room, and I'm going to put the card up for Earth signs, which is going to be the next group, so you guys know what's coming. So if you see nothing here on the screen, don't worry. Or if you see nothing here on the table, don't worry. The reading is not over. I'm just switching gears, okay? So with that being said, don't forget to give it a like, comment, come back for another one on my channel. And I'm going to put you guys in the virtual waiting room in 3, 2, 1. All right, earth signs, you're going to get started. We're going to get started with the earth signs in about a minute and a half, okay? So get a drink of water if you need to, because the last reading was like an hour long. So get ready to sit here with me, okay? Here we go. All right, we are back. We're back, and I'm so excited to be doing the reading for our earth signs now. All right, so whoever is here, thank you so much for being here. I'm really excited to give these messages. The last reading was so beautiful and awesome. And yeah, so this is for our Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, wherever Earth sits in your chart. This is your reading. And yeah, here we go. So the two cards that you have that were actually the blind pulls, we're going to flip over right now. And then the rest of them will be shuffles. So what do we have? Oh, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Okay, I feel like in this script you're going through changes. You're going through changes. Like your personality is kind of changing. So let's see what that's about. Or you have two sides to you. Whatever it is though, you're very smart in this group. You're like extremely intelligent. Like you know the way the world works. You can read people and their needs very well. You can read situational needs as well too. So this would make you an excellent worker. This makes you an asset, by the way. In this group, you're an asset. That's what you need to know. Or you're turning into one. Or people are starting to see how big of an asset you are, especially in your absence. So, Spirit, tap me into our earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What messages? Okay. Okay. So, earth signs, I don't know what's going on with you, but you got somebody that wants to talk to you. You got somebody that wants to talk to you, somebody that's trying to reach out to you right now. It doesn't have to be love. It could be anything. You may not want to talk to them though. Or maybe this person wants to talk to you, but they haven't done it yet. Let me see. I don't know why that's coming out in your reading, because this is supposed to be like your general. We're not doing love. The extended will be on Patreon or accessible via membership here on YouTube, and that will be on love relationships. Right now, we're just looking at your life period. If love messages come out, of course I will consider them, but we're not going to do a love reading. This is about you. So if you're here for a love reading, go and watch the love readings on my channel, or check out the extended, which will be linked below once it's been posted. All right, Spirit, give me a number. I feel like in this group you're very hard-headed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 6, 7, 8. Some of you guys, you made a final decision about something in the recent past. It feels like in the recent past, it was a big decision for you. It was a big, I don't know if it's that you made the decision or something was decided for you. Sometimes to me, when the judgment card comes out, is when it's like you can't fight it anymore. You can't fight judgment. You can't fight when the judgment card comes out. Whatever is meant to be when this card comes out is going to happen. So in the recent past, there's something that you had to face or deal with that it's like you didn't have any control over it. You didn't have any control over it. Some of you guys, you waved the white flag, or you gave up on something. I don't want to say gave up because that makes it seem like, a certain way. Judgment to the Temperance. Oh. Okay, it might have hurt. But it's for your own good. What I'm hearing. It might have hurt, but it was for your own good. Damn. Some of you guys, I feel like you're healing. You're becoming more grounded. More free. I think that's why I was saying you have two sides to you. Because the Temperance is all about, like he's 1 foot on earth, 1 foot in water. And he's also like doing this alchemy with his hands here with these two cups, like blending these two different energies. But it's working for him. And if you don't realize it, his eyes are closed in this image. His eyes are actually closed in this image. But his third eye right there is just so strong. So in the present, it's like you just have this like inner knowing to you. This inner knowing is coming through. Let me see. Why does the Hanged Man keep wanting to show? I feel like you guys are going through something very deep right now. Very deep. It's almost like you can't explain it to anybody. What else? What else? Maybe you're feeling alone. 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. Let me ask. 7 of Wands. On the bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands. Why are these in reverse though? Okay, Page of Wands. I think the 7 of Wands should be in reverse, but let me ask. No? Just to keep it. Okay. I don't know what's going on with you, Earth signs, but you could be feeling a little tense. But I feel like that's going away. Maybe you're just having a good day right now, or you're going to have a good day soon. Because I feel like you've been going through something intense. You're going to get an idea soon about what to do about something. These sound vague, I know. But roll with the messages, roll with them, because this is going to be a long reading. Okay? So tell me more. Tell me more. In the future, it kind of looks like you're not going to be putting up with any bullshit in the future. At all. The Judgment to me is when a lesson is taught. A lesson is being taught. And with the Temperance being there too, it's also like, I don't know, some of you guys maybe, I heard no more bad vibes, no more bad juju. So maybe I heard somebody like being able to move their shoulder again, like no more chip on their shoulder sort of energy. But at the same time, with the 7 of Wands coming through here, it's like, I don't know, there might be one last thing. I heard one last thing. The Sun card just wanted to show. I heard somebody say, I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy. And that kind of makes me want to cry. That makes me feel a little sad. When I say that, I mean, that's me channeling. That's me channeling. I'm okay right now. I'm okay. Trust me. But it makes me sad. I feel like empathetic right now for some reason. I don't know why I feel empathetic right now. Like I'm an empathetic person, period. But it's like I'm feeling empathy for you, for the viewer. So why is the Judgment card here for what they were dealing with in the recent past? Why is the Judgment card here? I feel like, let me ask though. No. Okay. Why is the Judgment card here? Queen of Wands. What you guys did in the recent past, I don't know what you did recently, but what you did in the recent past was that you made it very fucking clear that you were the prize. Very clear that you don't need anybody. Very clear that you're a catch. Very clear that you're hot, you're funny, you're confident. It feels like in the recent past, you stepped out of this energy where you were fighting, where you were allowing yourself to be self-conscious, overbearing, or allowing other people to be this way with you. It's like you're not being shy anymore. It's almost like I'm seeing somebody come out of their shell. I'm seeing somebody speak their mind. I'm seeing somebody, put their head up. Like I'm seeing somebody like raise their chin. Like, you know how people say chin up, chin up. That's what I'm seeing. This is recent. Chin up. Don't let them see you sweat. Kind of what I'm hearing. But there's something about your independence that's coming through. I think that's why I said something. I don't know. I heard lonely, but I feel like for some of you guys, it's not loneliness, though. It's independence. You see how all of these cards is like one big figure. And even with the Judgment, it's like these people are looking up at them. Chin up. Look, oh my God. This guy's chin is up. Looking up at them. Waiting for what you're going to say. I'm hearing you get the final call. You make the final call. So what you say goes in this group. Finally. I'm hearing finally. So some of you guys, you made a final decision about something recently. But it was like out of confidence. It was out of independence. It was out of a healthy sense of ego. Yeah, look, the Death card. Damn. And by the way, the Death card literally says end of a cycle. So some of you guys, you ended a cycle recently. Put yourself first. Tell me about the Temperance. Tell me about the Temperance. Right now, you're kind of, well, wait, let me not say right now. I don't know if that's right now. Let me ask. No. Okay. King of Cups. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. I understand. I understand earth signs. I understand. I understand completely. You know when you do something? You know when you do something and it's like, damn. Okay. The reason why I'm pausing is because when I do these readings, in life period, this is how my mind works. But in life period, especially when I'm doing these readings, when these cards come out, I see flashes in my head. It's almost like I'm watching a movie. And the movie that I just saw in my head was somebody being underestimated or something like that. And they had to do something. They had to make a final decision or action that almost shut something down and made them look like this Queen of Wands. Made them look like this vivacious, no care in the world. You're not stressing me. I'm good. But in the present moment right now, what you're actually doing is healing, it feels like. So it could have taken something out of you. You could have had to show up like this Queen of Wands, but maybe that's not actually how you were feeling. Because it feels like in the present moment, what's happening is healing. But it's an emotional healing. The Queen of Wands is not, I'm not saying they're not emotional, but you don't look at the Queen of Wands and be like, she probably goes home and cries at chick flicks. No. You look at the Queen of Wands and you're like, she probably, and it doesn't matter your gender, by the way, but you look at the Queen of Wands and you feel like they have a happy life, that they have no problems, not a care in the world, and that anybody that wants to be with them has to step it up. That's what you think when you see somebody in the Queen of Wands energy. Does not matter the gender. Okay? But what's actually happening in the present, this is where you were in the past. What's actually happening in the present is this. And if you read this, it says compassionate, it says caring, it says affectionate, and it says friendly. So either some of you guys, you ended a final situation with somebody that you couldn't be this King of Cups with. You couldn't show your compassionate side to them. You couldn't. I also heard somebody say you had to pick yourself up by the bootstraps. So I'm also seeing this, the movie in my mind is like somebody looking at themselves in the mirror in the past and being like, you're the shit. Like almost like talking yourself up. Like, no, you're this, you're that. This is who you actually are. You know what I mean? But right now in the present, it's chiller than that. It's calmer than that. It's more emotional than that. I hope this is making sense. But that's that's the movie I'm seeing in my mind. If you hear me say movie, that's the movie I'm seeing. I'm seeing somebody where it's like they went through something. It's almost like when I see somebody getting bullied. Like you see somebody getting bullied, and the way they respond to the bully is almost like it didn't even faze them. But in the present moment, it's like it feels like healing. It feels like emotional healing. To you, yeah, you're healing yourself. You're being friendly to yourself. You're being affectionate to yourself. You're being caring to yourself. Because maybe people look at you and they feel like you don't need that. Maybe in the past people were looking at you like just like this Queen of Wands, objectifying you, taking you for granted, only wanting like a good time. But the truth is that you have a lot of depth to you. I think that's why I was saying it's like a two sides. You have a lot of depth to you. You actually are a very caring, compassionate, affectionate person. And it feels like in the present moment, it's like you're healing the part of yourself that will allow you to be this way more authentically, if that makes sense. I feel like right now, sometimes you could be finding yourself feeling very sensitive, very emotional, sometimes anxious, while other times you could be feeling very apathetic, like you don't give a shit, and like even pushing your feelings down. And so right now, what you're going through right now is this sort of like emotional healing. I'm seeing somebody yell and scream and kick and fight, and then go home and just kind of sulk and just burst into tears, kind of like I'm seeing somebody feeling their emotions, whether they're happy or sad, alone. But whatever they're feeling is healing. It's like a healing situation here. Some of you guys, you're praying. So why is that? What's going on? I don't know. I'm saying I don't know because I feel like you don't want me to know. I feel like you don't want anybody to know what you recently went through. For some reason. It feels like you don't want a lot of people to know. It's like you're trying to be your own friend. So I don't know, some of you guys, you could be dealing with trust issues right now. You could be having some trust issues. If this doesn't sound like you, then maybe you want to watch like for one of your other placements. because this is the message that's coming through, and I haven't felt like hesitation in regards to like the delivery or the interpretation so far. And I feel very good about these messages, so I don't want to say like, no, maybe it's something else. I just want to let you know that if it doesn't sound like you, then it's not your reading, and that's okay. Tell me about the Seven of Wands for the future. Why is it? Ooh. Whoa. Damn. Sorry, I'm asking spirit questions about this Five of Pentacles, okay? Because I feel like in this group, it's almost like it's something about like, I don't know if people feel like they're walking on eggshells with you a little bit right now, or they're going to be feeling like that in the future. It's almost like I feel like you guys are going through it right now, but in the future, you're going to be, what's that word? Stingier. I see somebody being stingy in the future. Yep, I see somebody being stingy in the future and raising their standards. So let's say you've had friends, and in the past your friends were not good friends to you. I see in the future you saying something like, I'd rather be alone than have a shitty friend. I see somebody, if they're coming towards you with bare minimum, I see you literally blocking them and not having a problem how it comes off in the future. Some of you guys, you're already there. Some of you guys, but this has to happen after healing. So if you're in the healing part right now where you're hella emotional and just trying to give yourself love and you know, whatever, and just make yourself smile when you can, then this is what's going to happen in the future. But I see somebody in the future kind of being like, no, I'm not going to be sick and tired anymore. I'm not going to be fighting anymore. I'm not going to be, you know, having people create drama and scandals in my life. I'm not going to be begging anymore. And I also see somebody saying, I'm not accepting anybody that's coming towards me with their hand out either. Like I literally see somebody going, oh, sorry you're going through that. I hope it gets better for you. And just walking away. Damn. Because you know how earth signs, like, you know, earth signs, it's like people always assume that they have it together and that everything is good and they don't need anything and people can come to them whenever it's convenient for them or when they need something or, you know, whatever. And I just see somebody in the future kind of closing the door. Some of you guys slamming the door and be like, nah. You're not about to take my money. You're not about to beg me. You're not about to make me sick. You're not about to, like, I'm just seeing somebody go like, no, literally saying no, putting their foot down. Boundaries. And I also see somebody not allowing anyone to ever make them feel like they're in the Five of Pentacles energy. Not allowing anyone to make you feel poor or like there's something wrong with you or like you need them. I'm seeing somebody recover from financial issues. I'm seeing somebody feel a sense of relief. I'm seeing somebody experience a positive change in their life because of their ability to have firmer boundaries, respect, and being willing to fight for themselves. Bottom of the deck is Temperance again. Yeah, exactly. Look, that's the card right here. Temperance. Yeah. You're finding a middle ground. You're patient. You're finding peace. You're finding balance. You're finding the meaning. You're not going to be experiencing any more discord. You're not going to be feeling lack of balance. Or you're not going to be feeling bad for... Some of you guys, what's weirdly enough, I feel like you could feel really bad for having emotions sometimes. Like you could get down on yourself for getting emotional or being sad about something or whatever. I don't know if you grew up in a situation where you always had to be a certain way. But I also feel like some of you guys, maybe in the past, you used to take things to extremes. I don't see that anymore. There's no more extremes in your life. There's no more of that. This is peace. This is balance. This is felt. This is love. This is growth. This is a new chapter for some of you guys, a new chapter. So let's see. Tell me more about what was going on though. Because I feel like in this group, you could have a hard time opening up to people about the things you've been through, especially what you've been through recently or what you're going through right now. Tell me about the Queen of Wands and the Judgment card. Tell me about the Queen of Wands and the Judgment. Ooh, the Moon card came out in reverse. Can you see that? It flew over here. Moon card came out in reverse. So that's kind of making me feel like you let go of the insecurities, you let go of the fear, you let go of the emotional attachment. Some of you guys, something to do with the mother. Some of you guys just have something to do with the mother. King of Wands. Wow. King of Wands over the King of Cups. Mastering your emotions, feeling confident in your emotions. I feel like in this group, you used to, I don't want to say pretend, but you used to feel like it was better to not really show how you were feeling or not show your emotions, or to just keep them to yourself. But I feel like instead what's happening in the present moment is that you're healing to get to a point where, yeah, you feel things, yeah, you care, and that's fine. It's okay to care. It's okay to be human. It's okay to have wants. It's okay to, some of you guys, what the problem was is that if you were in love with somebody, you couldn't tell them. If you were hurt by somebody, you couldn't tell them. But there's a part of you that's healing right now that's allowing you to do that. Look, King of Cups, I cannot make this up. King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. And what's right here? The King of Cups. So it's almost like in this group, you're mastering compassion. You're mastering, I just feel like in this group, for some reason, it was hard for you to show love and affection, especially with yourself. And that part of you in the present moment is healing. I think what the real issue was is that you were around people that didn't deserve it, or around people that thought that there was an issue with that. So you convince yourself that you were this Queen of Wands, but I don't think you actually are. I don't think you're the Queen of Wands, to be honest. I really don't. I feel like one day somebody told you were the Queen of Wands and it doesn't matter your gender, and you just went with it. I feel like in the past, people always gave you attention or love or care when you were the Queen of Wands, when you were fun, when you were vivacious, when you were independent and you didn't need them, and when you were confident, but you weren't too overbearing, and you weren't shy, or you weren't going through emotions, and you know what I mean? Like, you didn't need anybody. That's when people loved you. But now in this moment, you're going through it, or you're healing, or you're emotional, and you know what you want, and you know what you need, and you're learning how to stand up for that. And that's the new chapter. That's the new you. It's not that you're not the Queen of Wands, but you're turning into the king. The king. So you're getting to a point where you can follow your heart, basically, in this group. You can follow your heart. And I feel like you couldn't do that in the past, to be honest. Some of you guys, I'm just gonna keep it like, I don't know. I don't want to say this to everybody because you know who you are. I feel like in this group I could be talking to the masculines, but I don't have to be. You could be a feminine, just more comfortable in your masculine energy for some reason. Maybe that was the life you lived, or who you had to be up until this point. But I'm seeing this movie, or this image of somebody who kind of takes this like deep breath and just accepts the fact that they're a human being. Accepts the fact that they're human, and that things do hurt, and that you do have needs, and that you do need somebody. You do need love. What else? Four of Wands. Some of you guys, your money's going to get stable. Okay, just so you know, you're going to have a stable income, or you're going to have a stable home, or whatever it is that you're looking for, you're going to have that. Don't push it away when it comes to you. I feel like in this group, that might be a habit of yours, that you might push away somebody stable or loving, or even just like anything that's actually good for you. You might push it away for some reason. You might put up a guard towards it. Spirit is letting you know right now. We know that you're healing. We know that you're getting to a point where you're trying to block off anything that's trying to keep you in the Queen of Wands energy, but not everybody is going to do that. Not everyone's going to do that, or not every situation is going to be like that, and that you need to use your discernment to know what's coming towards you that's actually in this Four of Wands energy. There's something that's coming towards you in the future that's in the Four of Wands energy, which is actually stable, something that you want to celebrate and actually enjoy, and it will last after a time of hardship. And you're not going to have to do too much. You're not going to have to do too much. In the past, I feel like you always had to do a lot, or all of it, or everything. You're not going to have to do too much. You'll either be equal, or you'll get more than what you give. I don't know. Some of you guys, this is like family. I don't know if there's like a reunion or something like that. It doesn't have to be a family reunion. It could be a reunion of some type, or a celebration, an anniversary, a birthday, something like that. A holiday, maybe, coming up. And I'm saying it that way because, different cultures have different holidays. Like, not every, and different countries, like they have their own calendars and times like that. Like, I don't know what country it is in like Africa where technically they're still in like 2014. I'm laughing because I just find that so like interesting. But yeah, bottom of the deck is a star. Yeah. So what you need to know is that there's hope. You have hope. There's hope. I feel like in this group, you are a unique person, and for some reason, you haven't always shown it. Like, you haven't always shown that, and that's gonna change for you. What else? You know what you want in this group, by the way. You know what you want in this group. Some of you guys, it feels like you know who you love. Let me ask. Others of you, it's that you know what you need. And it could be that you need time alone. It could be that you need money or support. Or you just need to feel good for a little bit. The Fool. Yeah, didn't I say it's like a new beginning for you? But this was the past. So I feel like in the recent past, you let go of your insecurities. You know how like some people they pretend like they're confident, but they're not actually confident. Or, and I'm not saying that was you, but you know how some people, they wear that outfit just because they know that, I don't know, or they buy that car because whatever, or they do this for their family because whatever. But it's like now you're not doing that. This is like very free, and it's trying something different. I feel like in the past you like tried something different, and it could have been scary, but you're gonna get used to it. So if you're being more vulnerable, more emotional, or going after the things that you want, this is the healing part of it. If you're oh my God, look, 5 of Wands. If you're holding your head high, damn, what's going on? 2 of Cups, the Page of Cups. Now, for some of you guys, you're gonna lose something, but you didn't want that shit to begin with, and that's the new start for you. So let's say it's a partnership. You're gonna lose that partnership, but you didn't even want it to begin with. You didn't even need it to begin with. It wasn't even satisfying you to begin with. So think about your life right now. If there's anything that you're pretending to be okay with, pretending to be happy with, that shit's gonna leave. Some of you guys, you're gonna leave it though, or you're gonna leave them, or you're gonna leave that place, or you're gonna move from there, or you're gonna put distance between you and them, or something like that. And this is actually emotionally healing for you, because maybe in the past you acted like nothing bothered you. You were fine either way, but that's not true. Awareness. Yeah, look, this is self-awareness. This is the Chariot. I feel like in this group, you're balancing your head and your heart. You're balancing your logic and your feelings. And for whatever reason in the past, you never allowed yourself to do this. It feels like you didn't allow yourself to. Not that you weren't in a space to where you could have, but you didn't allow yourself to. I'm not sure why. Maybe you got certain things by showing up as the Queen of Wands. But the things that you got is like you don't even want them anymore. I'm seeing somebody I'm seeing somebody climb up the social ladder and they don't even want to be in that group. Or I'm seeing somebody, go through years of promotions or something like that in this one place, and they finally get what they want, but they don't even want that shit. The misery. Yeah, look, the misery. They don't even want it. They're not even happy with it. Now, for some of you guys, this is saying that you're going to come into some money, stable income. Maybe this is another stream of income. 4 of Pentacles to the 4 of Wands. It feels like in this group, this is some of this is about your career, and some of this is about your family. I'm hearing somebody say like enough is enough. I feel like in this group, money is not going to be as important to you as it once was. reputation and appearance is not going to be as important to you as it once was. What people think of you, what people say about you, whether or not someone likes or respects you is not, you're not even going to give a fuck about that anymore. Because you're going to recognize that none of that even matters. I'm hearing somebody say none of that even matters. Why was I even focusing on that? Like, I'm hearing somebody say that and like hold their head and kind of be like, whoa, like what? It almost feels like somebody putting their pride to the side about something. Bottom of the deck is courage. Yeah, this is the strength card. Some of you guys, you're going to find the courage to actually do what you want to do. To do what you want to do. What do you want? Who do you want? Where do you want to be? I'm seeing somebody like talk to themselves about this. Ask themselves this. Find these answers, earth signs. Like, what do you actually want? I'm hearing somebody ask themselves that, like, what do I actually want? Because maybe you lose something. Maybe something's taken away from you. And maybe you get to a point where you're like, I don't even really want that shit. If you've been through a tough time, I'm seeing the rose or like a flower grow from concrete. Maybe something as you came from the hood, you're a hustler or something like that. But now you want love, or now you want something else. I'm seeing somebody break away from family traditions as well. So maybe your family has always taught you or shown up a certain way. If it's not family, it could be friends or just the company, because not everybody has family. But I'm seeing somebody like be in an area or in a situation where everything happens like this. Everything is done this way. But you're not doing that no more. You're doing what's best for you. So some of you guys, that's what it is, that you're going to lose a lot of friends or family that really just never really knew you to begin with. Because, I don't know, maybe you were showing up a certain way because you didn't want to lose them, but you didn't even really want shit. I'm seeing somebody say you didn't even really want it. Damn. So this is like a lot of self-awareness coming through. Tell me about the Fool. Yeah, look. Origin. This is initiation. This is a new beginning. Didn't I say I'm seeing a rose or seeing a plant or a flower grow? And look, it's right here. It's right here. And you know what's so crazy? Right here is the Queen of Wands. That was the first card you got. Right here, the Queen of Wands, clarifying the judgment. Wow. Wow. Some of you guys are going to get better friends, by the way. You're going to get better friends. Because I feel like you have some real fake friends or people around you that could gain from you in some way. But it's like now that you're starting from scratch, they don't have anything to gain. Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. So let's say you were rich. Let's say you were rich for some reason. And whatever reason you decide to donate all your money. I'm not saying you were rich and this is what you're actually going to do, because not everybody's like this. But this is just an example. Let's say you were a rich person. Example. It's just an example. Okay? It's a metaphor. But let's say you were a rich person. You had all this money. And one day you decided to just donate it all to charity and just live a regular life one day. And you figure out that that's what you actually want. You actually want to just live a regular, ordinary life. You don't want to be living a fast life. You don't want to be blah, 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 blah. What that does is it weeds out anybody in your life that was hoping to gain from whatever it is that you just let go of. So it could be anything. It could be anything. But it just feels like something that served you in the past that most people would have looked at and be like, oh, that's nice. I like that. I want that. But they wanted that, but they didn't want you. This could be friends. This could be partners. This could even be family. But it's like you're starting over. You're building yourself up. And you're happy. It feels like somebody being happy with this process. But sometimes it can feel lonely because you're seeing other people's ulterior motives. What they were. What else? Gift. Okay. Robbery and loneliness. Yeah. Robbery and loneliness. Maybe some of you guys, you feel like somebody was trying to take from you or exploit you, or I don't know. I feel like some of you guys could really be feeling like a lot of disappointment, or feeling like someone or something took something out of you, took something from you. I'm hearing somebody say like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Tell me about the Chariot. Yeah, I feel like you guys need to look deeper at yourself and notice that you do have two sides to you. You have a fun side, but you also have an emotional side. You have a hot, spunky, charismatic, charming side, but you also have a side that is gentle and needs love and affection. There's two sides to you. And I feel like in this present moment, you're learning how to balance both of them. You're learning how to accept both of them. And the new start is actually allowing both of those sides of you to show instead of, I don't want to say morphing, but you know what I mean? Masking. Ooh, some of you guys, maybe you're masking. I don't know if anyone here is like neurodivergent or LGBT or, you know, just you don't have the same beliefs as your family or something like that. I'm seeing prompts on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Tell me about the awareness. Tell me about the awareness card. Mask. Oh my God. Yo. Please give it a like if you saw that. Didn't I just say maybe you were masking? And look what just came through. The card that literally says mask. Whoa. You know what it is as well? Is I feel like in this group, you see when people are wearing a mask now because you used to. That's crazy. You know when people are lying. You know when you're lying to yourself. You know when people are pretending. You know when people are inconsistent now because honestly, you've been there. So yeah, we have some people in this group that probably has a past. You probably have a past in this group. I'm seeing like a car salesman or somebody like that, where it's like you could, I don't want to say like play on people's feelings and emotions or something like that. But maybe you could do this in the past. And then you met your match. Or something. I don't know. I'm just seeing somebody see a reflection. I'm seeing somebody see a reflection and be like, is that what I look like? Is that what I'm doing? And then deciding to actually heal. Is that what I've been accepting? Is that what I've been looking like? Is that how I've been coming off? I see you looking at the people around you and how they treat you and be like, damn, what made them think that that was what I wanted? Or that was what I was okay with? Or whatever. Alliance. Some of you guys are going to get friends. You're actually going to get friends that you trust and that are honest with you. People that you can open up to. People that have been through the same things as you. And that actually will be loyal to you. I feel like you're going to get a friend in this group. Either you're going to get a friend or you're going to spend time with a friend. And you'll tell this friend everything. Bottom of the deck is care. Oh my God. Yeah, didn't I say it's like you actually do care. You actually need care. It says parenthood, patron, and support. Yeah, support. It literally says support on here. Some of you guys, this is going to be family. Somebody that feels like family, or you'll be able to lean on family. Someone is going to tell you how much they care for you in this group. Because I feel like you need to hear that. Like, I feel like you need to know that, like, someone actually cares about you. Someone actually cares about you and loves you. For the real you. Not the Queen of Wands you. Not the you that can offer them something. Because some of you guys, you're dead ass broke, or you're just broken down right now. You're not your best and you want to be left alone, and someone's going to come in and be like, no. It's like they're going to sense it. Even if you try to push them away, and they're going to be a friend to you. Wow. What else? We have to let them in. Because in this group, you're very good at appearing like everything is okay. Some of you guys, this is a fire sign. It could be a fire sign, or you're a fire sign. Well, I mean, you're here watching for Earth, so I don't know. But I don't know if it's a fire sign or a friend. Or somebody that just speaks like this. They speak like the Page of Wands. Very friendly, very friend. But the way that but they also can care for you and give you support. In the way that you need to hear it. Not too much. But not too light. Amazonite. Yeah, it says speak your truth. Opening up your throat and your heart chakra. So that's what you guys are healing right now. And getting out of this place where everyone sees you as somebody that has no fears and, has it all. But some of you guys, you don't feel like that. You don't feel like you have it all, and that's okay. It takes courage and bravery to admit that you're not where you want to be, to admit that you have flaws, to admit that you're not happy. It takes courage and bravery, and it takes healing to be able to do that. It takes emotional maturity and vulnerability to be able to do that, and I feel like you guys are going to get that. And you're going to be able to practice it with a friend. Labradorite. Oh my God. It literally says calming the negative side of our personality and helps us think twice when it comes to impulsive behavior. And when I read the calming the negative side of our personality, I feel like that's what it was. It was the negative side of your personality that can get you like that sometimes. The mask. It's the mask. It was the mask. Suicide. Yeah, some of you guys, you're letting go of anger. You're letting go of trauma and anxiety and the worry that you feel. And when I say letting it go, I feel like you're actually letting it out. You're actually showing it. You're actually showing that you're human and like you're not going through the best time right now. And that you need someone or you need a shoulder. So I want you guys to think about a yes or no question right now. We're going to get you an advice card. And then after we get the advice card, we'll answer that yes or no question. So think of the question now. And we'll answer it. Okay? Here we go. Somebody with Aries in their chart just came through. I don't know who it is. Is that you or is that someone else? Let's see. What's the advice? What's the advice for our earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, 7th house. Now, if you guys are looking for a love reading, like looking into your love life, I recommend that you join the membership here on YouTube or on Patreon to access that. And those will be up hopefully within the next 40 or 48 hours. But again, we're like an hour and a half in and we're only on the second group. So please don't, just be patient because you wouldn't want your message to be rushed. Before we get your advice, let's actually look at this. So you have something coming towards you. It's the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords. I feel like some of you guys are going to get a stable friend. I feel like this is someone coming towards you who's a stable friend that you can talk to and someone that can give you advice. If it's not that they'll give you advice, it's that they'll listen to you. Let's see. Yeah, because I feel like in this group, you always look very strong. You always look put together. You always look like you don't need anybody. That you only go after things that you want, not what you need. Or that you don't have any needs in the world and everything that you have is what you actually want. But I feel like in the future, that's going to change. Your wants and needs are going to change if they haven't started to already. So let's get 2 cards from this deck. Tell me more about what is coming towards them. Take that one. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wait, let me ask. Okay, Spirit's saying this was the past. So Spirit's saying in the past, you were dealing with mice, rats, basically. You were dealing with rats that stressed you out. Some of you guys, oh my God, some of you guys, they made you sick. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Some of you guys, they made you sick. Some of you guys, they just depleted you. They're energy vampires. Some of you guys, they just got on your nerves. They just made you pissed off, frustrated. Some of you guys, they actually stole from you. Or they, like I said, they came to you to take. Whatever it is that they tried to take from you, it's not going to work. It didn't work. Wow. What's that say? Fear. Yeah. I feel like in the past, you were dealing with people that you could never be your real self with. So if you were, and it could have been someone that was in your life for a while. You always felt like you had to be on guard or like they didn't truly know you. That was true. They didn't truly know you because they could benefit from what you were showing them, what you were giving them. You're healing the side of you that shows up a certain way. I don't want to say, yeah, I don't know. I feel like in this group, depending on the way you grew up, I don't know if this is with your family or if you've always masked or you've always felt like your friends didn't truly know you or truly love you or something like that. You can never really be your authentic self. You always had to keep secrets or something like that. I feel like that's why these people will able to find their way in. But you're not in that state anymore. Yeah, in the future, I feel like you're going to unlock the answers and find the solutions as to why you used to be this way. And you're going to feel fulfilled. I feel like somebody's going to get the key to your heart. Star. You're going to get hope. You're going to get hope and inspiration. You're going to be able to start accomplishing your goals again. You're going to be able to figure out what it is that you want. It says wish on here. So some of you guys, you can get out of a state of apathy and you're actually going to have hopes and dreams for your life. And you're going to accomplish things. And this is going to be the part of your personality that people think about now instead of the Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the birds. I feel like you're going to have a lot of people feeling anxious about this. A lot of people talking about you. Some people are going to be talking about you in a positive way, like positive chatter. Like, oh my God, did you see what so-and-so did? Oh my God, oh my God. But others are going to be like, oh my God, did you see what so-and-so did? Now all of a sudden they're like this. Trust me. I used to be very hot-headed and very like defensive. I fought a lot when I was younger. Of course, it was because of what I went through. But I could be very defensive, very hot. And I healed. And I remember some of you guys, you haven't cried in a long time, but you've been crying a lot recently. But yeah, I remember that. I remember when I was younger thinking about, oh, I haven't cried in forever. I can't remember the last time I cried. Like, that was a flex. That's not a flex. We're human. You know what I mean? You could even cry when you're happy. Some of you guys are going to start watching movies or something like that and be brought to tears. I feel like you guys are going to start to get really sappy, and really like more emotionally free. Because I remember when I was the opposite of that. No one could ever read me. No one ever, I was always 10 steps ahead of everybody. And I feel like a lot of people disliked me as well. Because I was confident and I also did not show my emotions. And people that were hella emotional or going through things, they could feel a certain way around me because the emotions I felt, I kept it to myself. So it was, you know what I mean? Like, like you get around somebody and it's like, they act like they're always fine, they're always okay. And they make everyone else around them feel a certain type of way because, like I'm just seeing somebody, like I'm seeing a friend group. Now, this is not me. This is the movie I'm seeing in my head right now, but I'm seeing a friend group and it's like everyone in the friend group is talking about how they're struggling. And there's just that one friend that's talking about, well, I just got $8 million and blah, 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 blah. And everyone's just looking at them like, bro, read the room. It's kind of like that. That's what I'm seeing. But in reality, that friend was actually struggling too. But maybe they felt like they had to be the one to lead the group or they had to be the one to keep the energy up. You don't have to be that. You don't have to be the one to keep the energy up. You don't have to be the one to keep the vibes good. If you're not feeling good, that's fine. And be honest about it because I feel like that's the only way that you're going to get care and support. When you act like you're fine, when you act like everything is okay, then people are going to treat you like everything is okay. And they're going to avoid you when they're going through a tough time because they feel like you're not the same. But when you actually start being your authentic self and you actually start talking about the things that you've been through and have the courage to do so, it's healing not only for you, but for the people around you who've been waiting to lean on you, been waiting to love you, been waiting to feel like they're worth something in your life, like they actually have a place in your life. You know what I mean? What else? So think of your yes or no question. And right now we're going to give you your advice. What's the advice for our earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What's the advice for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, Mars, whatever? I just want one card and they keep coming out in twos. Okay. Yeah, they keep coming out in twos. That's usually what happens with this deck. I'm only taking one. So let's see what comes out. I'm going to do what I did in the last one. Give me a number. 3. So if I shuffle this 3 times and the card doesn't fly out, then you don't have any advice and we're going to move on to the next thing, which is the yes or no question. 1. Okay. That one flipped out. 2. 3. All right. I'm going to ask Spirit if I should take the one that just flipped over. It came out in a deck, but I only saw one of the cards, so I'm going to ask. Should I take it? Yes or no? Odd is yes, even is no. It says yes. Number 11, that's odd. So we're going to take it. Actually, 11 is hell yes. So the card for you, or the message for you, the advice for you is speak your world into being. First quarter moon in Gemini. First quarter moon in Gemini. So Spirit, what is the advice that you would like for me to relay to our earth signs? Basically, when this card comes out, it's meant to ask you what it is that you want. Oh my God. That's what we were talking about this whole time. Oh my God. We literally were talking about this whole time. What do you actually want? What do you actually want? Not what has everyone ever told you should want. Not what everyone has told you is the good life. Like, what do you actually feel like is your good life? Basically, that's what this card is asking you. It's asking you, do you actually believe that you have what it takes to get what you want, or do you actually have self-doubt that you cover up? And it's asking you if you're secretly preparing yourself for failure by pushing away your blessings or support when you actually need it. You can't fool the universe. You should believe in your own magic. If anybody has ever said or written unkind words to you, counter them by saying the opposite about who you are to yourself. So if somebody tells you you're ugly, tell yourself you're beautiful. If somebody tells you you're stupid, tell yourself you're the smartest motherfucker alive. And you know what I mean? You don't realize how energetically like canceling out that can be. Because words are just words when another person says it, but when you say it, you're speaking it into being. When you say it, it's real. And I think that's why the Page of Wands is here. It's like a divine message. So let's say as well, let's say that somebody has said something really poor and terrible to you, and you've been trying to heal it on your own. But you could tell another person, confide in another person, and that person might tell you exactly what it is that you need to hear to believe in yourself and to believe that everything will be okay. So some of you guys, that's what it is. It's learning how to confide in other people. Speak your world into being. Talk about things as if they're already happening. So if you want to have $50 million, say, I got $50 million. I just haven't been paid yet. If you want to have a puppy, yeah, I have a puppy, but I haven't adopted them yet. Like, you know what I mean? And it sounds delusional, but it's not. It's not, because sometimes you just know. Like, for example, if you know you're about to graduate high school, what difference does it make if you say I graduated already? Like, yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, if your graduation is tomorrow, it's like, you know, when somebody says happy birthday to you, but they tell you it a day earlier, it doesn't matter. It's still your birthday. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna sit there and, well, I mean, most people, I mean, some people might be upset and be like, they forgot my birthday, but some people might be happy and be like, yo, at least they tried to tell me my birthday. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm getting. Basically, in this group, you're raising your vibration. In this group, you're raising your vibe, because I feel like your vibe wasn't that high in the past. I'm not saying it's not right now, but I'm saying in the past. So if you've been wondering why you don't have real ones around you, it's because real ones can tell when you're acting like this, because real ones have healed. So speak your word into being. Speak your truth. Talk to your friends. Accept love and care. All right, now let's get your yes or no question answered. What is the yes or no question on your mind? Spirit, what is the answer to the yes or no question on the viewer's mind? Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, whatever. No, this is not the right time. So the answer to whatever your question was no. And if it has something to do with a time constraint, like if you asked, am I going to get ice cream today? Then the answer is maybe not today. Okay. This doesn't say never. Okay. It says not the right time. So if that resonated, give it a like, come back for another one on my channel. And I ask you guys, again, be patient while I pick up all the cards and, you know, clear the energy to start with the next group, because these have been very, very, very intense, very intense. And as a reader, you know, when you channel messages like that, it can take a toll on you. So I do what I have to do in between these readings to kind of bring myself back. So I'm going to put you guys in the virtual reading room, and I'll put the card for air signs, so you know that that's the next group. I'm going to clear everything up, and it'll probably be like 2.5 minutes before we start with the next group. So if you're looking at the screen, you're like, why isn't she moving? Why isn't she talking? Why can't I hear her? That's why. It's because I'm picking everything up and we're getting ready for the next group. So yeah, if that resonated, give it a like, come back for another one on my channel. And if you came here looking for love messages, I suggest that you join membership here on YouTube or Patreon, and you can access the extended, which will actually be love readings for each individual sign. So you could be watching this, you know, as Earth sign period, but you can go on Patreon and get messages to those. All of the love readings on my Patreon and YouTube are timeless. So you could go on there and click your sign, a love reading for your sign, even if it was made 3 months ago. The fact that you found it right now and you were drawn to it, that's the message you need to receive. So again, this extended will be like that. So, okay, I'm putting you guys in the virtual reading room, and we are gonna get started. I'm wishing you guys, sending you guys a lot of love and light, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And air signs, get ready for your group. I'm putting you in the reading room in 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, here we go. We are about to get started now with our air signs. Okay, Spirit, knock knock. Tie me in to our air signs. And what messages you would like for me to relay to the viewer today? I heard fun. I don't know why, but I feel like air signs, you're about to have a lot of fun. Like your life is going to get lit. I don't know why I heard that. Like you guys are going to have a lot of fun in your life coming up for you. So let's see. If it's not fun, it's like enjoyment. Like I'm feeling enjoyment. I'm seeing the sun card, and I'm not sure why yet. But let's see. I'm seeing the sun card. I'm seeing, I don't know why, but I'm also seeing the death card and the high priestess. I heard something fast. I'm hearing something like I'm hearing something zooming by. So I don't know if this is happening quickly or I don't know. But air signs, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Jay, and today we're going to be looking at general messages that spirit or whatever you believe in wants to relate to you. We're going to be looking at the past, the present, and the future. And if you're looking for love messages, the extended on Patreon or accessible here on YouTube will have those love messages for each specific sign. So this is for air signs in general. You could be air sign, Sun, Moon, Venus, seventh house, does not matter. You could even be watching this as a cross watcher about something you're interested. Like, let's say you have an air sign friend and you're trying to figure out what's going on with them. You could be watching it like that too. But the extended will be the love messages. And those will be split up by sign. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. And now let's look at what you got. So we have 2 blind pull cards here, and then the rest will be complete shuffles. And this is going to be a very long reading. So if you want to, you could turn it up onto double speed. If I speak too fast, you can turn it down, whatever you like. I'm hearing whatever you want. Damn. So I don't know why, but I feel like love messages are about to come out. This is not supposed to be a love reading, but of course, if it comes out like that, then that's what I'm going to give you. Here we go. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords and the Strength card or the Seven of Wands. So the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Wands. Oh, okay. Maybe some of you guys are sticking up for yourself. Maybe some of you guys are speaking about your own power, something like that. The Moon card. And damn, look, I split the deck. I'm seeing the Moon card and the Seven of... This is no fear. This is no fear. This is no holding back. So maybe you're going to start saying what's on your mind, saying how you really feel. No more lies. I heard no lies. No more playing it cool. No more letting people talk to you any old kind of way. Okay. Yeah, look, no fear. With the Eight of Swords in reverse here. Why do these cards keep coming out in reverse? I try to flip all the cards upright. Let me do that first. I try to flip all the cards upright. I'm not going to take reversals for this deck, so it doesn't really matter, but I don't like when I started reading and the cards are not all facing the right direction, because sometimes when I do take reversals, that muddles the message, and I have to do more clarifications to figure out that ship was supposed to be upright in the first place. So I'm just going to flip them over around. Okay, here we go. Ooh, look, 10 of Cups. Is that what I was seeing? The 10 of Cups in the sun. I'm seeing a rainbow. I'm literally seeing a rainbow. And I'm hearing the song. Sometimes it comes through in my readings all the time, and it reminds me of a really happy time when I was a child. It reminds me of the movie Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. But there's a song in that movie. Whenever I was sad, I would watch the movie, and there's a song in it, and they're all dancing around, and there's food flying from the sky, and everyone's so happy. And the song is sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. That's what I'm hearing. I'm literally hearing that. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Here's the moon again. Sunshines, lollipops, and rainbows. Interesting. Okay. The High Priestess. Oh my God, there it is. Oh my God. Oh. Uh-oh. The Lovers, the Knight of Cups, and the High Priestess. Ooh. And I will. Okay. I'm joking. I don't know. Someone here could be very funny. Someone here could be very funny. Or having like a nice sense of humor. Oh, no. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Spirits. Tie me into my air signs. Tie me into my air signs. I'm gonna keep it a buck. The fire signs and the earth signs, I feel like they were going through something. Or they had been in the past. But let's see about you. Let's see about the air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, whatever. Ooh, first card is ooh, Six of Pentacles. And I just wanted to show, but here it came out again. Six of Pentacles. Okay. I heard somebody say you're trying something out. I don't know what that means. What else? I heard trying something different. Maybe you guys are being more giving where you were in the past. Let me ask. Should I take that? This is going to be a very long reading, so buckle up. Okay? Buckle up, Buttercup. This is going to be a very long reading. I feel like in this group, you're very, I think people like you in this group. Like, you're a likable person in this group. I don't know why. I'm saying I don't know why yet, meaning the cards haven't shown me why people like you yet, but I feel like in this group, people like you. Whoever's watching this collective reading, air signs, people like you. Either people or someone. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, damn. Damn. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's why they like you. Because you're a very giving person. You're a very giving person. Very charitable. You care. You're humanitarian. Some of you guys are good with business. Good with numbers. Good with money. Or you can make somebody who's giving you... Like, okay, let's say somebody gives you something and... I don't want to say this because it sounds a certain way. I feel like you make people feel like what they're giving you is more than enough. So somebody could give you something and in their mind, they're like, they're probably not going to appreciate this, or maybe this is just not enough to show them how much I appreciate them, or maybe they're not even really going to care. But it's like you show them like so much appreciation and care and gratitude. And not only that, but you try to reciprocate. And it's like, I feel like this is generating like a lot of good karma in the present moment. But let's see what the rest of the cards say. Take what is yours and leave what isn't, because some messages are for other people. But I feel like I see somebody like trying to do or give you something, like a small token of their gratitude. And you just showing like a lot of appreciation. Or I see somebody who, somebody looks at the day like, oh, this is going to be a terrible day. And you're like, no, but this is going to be awesome. Or, oh, yeah, we're just going to the movies. And you're like, but there's 3D or something like that. Queen of Wands. Damn. Wow. You guys are going through a glow up. You're going through a glow up right now. And in the future, you're only going to get better. Just so you know, you're only going to get better in this group. You're going to get more attractive. Some of you guys are going to get richer. The Chariot. Some of you guys, I don't know. This is like fierce. This is determination. This is, like I said, likable. Everyone likes the Queen of Wands. So maybe you feel like a loser right now. You're not, by the way. You're not. You never were. But if you feel like a loser right now, you're not going to be for long. Some of you guys are going to be famous. Or just well known in your community, in your town, at your job. In the group chat. Okay. What else? Tell me about the Six of Pentacles, though. Why is the Six of Pentacles here for what was going on in the past? Here's the Six of Wands. All right, now let's keep it realistic. Okay, because not everyone here is always on the right type of time. Let's say in the past you were... Let me ask. Okay, yeah. So let's say for some of you guys, though, it could be the opposite, where you took, and in the present moment, now you're getting what... I don't want to say what you deserve, but it's like the tables are turning. So I guess it depends. In this group where you were. So if in the past you were very appreciative, you try to reciprocate, you are very giving and a good person, then in the present moment, the wheel is turning in your favor. But you'll know for a fact if in the past you were selfish, you were entitled, you were unappreciative, you were acting superior, then the world is going to humble you. So I guess it's it depends where you come from. It depends where you're coming from. Okay. Yeah, it definitely depends where you're coming from and who you used to be. Three of Pentacles. Let me ask though. Uh-oh. Are you sure, Spirit? This message is difficult because I feel like there's two groups here. And I'm going to have to keep switching back and forth because I don't want to offend some people that know they're doing everything right and I don't want to gas up people that know that they need to work on certain things. So take what is yours and leave what isn't, okay? Because I feel like there are some people here that honestly, you never learned how to not take more than you give. There are some people here that make mistakes over and over and then go to other people to fix them. There's some people here who are very apathetic and who shit on other people, basically. And then there are some people here who are the exact opposite, who see everybody as having their own strength, who see everybody as someone who has something to bring to the table and something that they can learn from. There's two different groups of people here. And I know the second group of people, like the ones that have a lot of work to do, they might click off, or this message might not really go straight through their head because they're a little hard-headed and they're prideful. But I'm going to give the message anyways, and maybe you'll come back to this timeless reading at a different point in your life when you're ready to listen, if you can't right now. So again, for those of you where you know you're a good person, then listen to this message. And this is the message that everyone that treated you poorly or took you for granted will be being taught. Because I don't even say what they'll hear, because like I said, some people are not going to listen to it, but some people, they're going to be taught this with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is divine intervention, is karma. It's when the table turns. So if you were doing what you were supposed to do, the table turns in your favor. But if you were messing up, then in the present moment, you're down bad. It's going bad for you. And things are only going to get worse. But I feel like for the majority of you guys, I'm talking to humble. Oh my God, look, there's the sun. Humble. Oh my God, and there's the rainbow. There's the rainbow right behind it. I don't know. That's why I was like, I'm seeing a rainbow. And there it is. Okay. Uh-oh. Let me ask. Spirit, should I take that card? Yes. Should I take it in reverse? No. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune to the Three of Wands. Okay. So right now in this present moment, I feel like the world is your oyster, whoever's watching right now. There's a lot of opportunities coming towards you right now. It's like things are changing for you in the positive. So you could be right now just going to work, doing your thing, being a good person, and, just happy with that life. But Spirit wants you to know that in the present moment, it's like changes are being made for you naturally. Naturally, doors are being opened for you to have success. Naturally, the things that you've been planning or thinking about are actually coming into fruition for you, or actually becoming more accessible. So let's say when you were a kid, you always knew that you wanted to live in a forest or something like that, but you couldn't do that for some reason. Now all of a sudden, the perfect spot, the perfect lot, the perfect home in the cut is just gotten on sale or something like that. It's like something like that, where it's like it wasn't available before, but because you kept your mind on it, because you kept your head down, because you kept being a good person, it's there for you. Now for those of you where you're fucking up, now for those of you where, like I said, you were apathetic, you were causing issues, you were taking more than you gave, for those of you who are acting like that, then honestly, I'm sorry, but all the things that you were afraid of failing, you're going to fail them. And I'm just saying it because, like I said, there are some people here who are good people, and people have been treating them very poorly. So for those of you, when you're a good person and you're hearing me talk to the negative people, know that that message is for you to hear, so that anybody that was acting like the negative side of the Six of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles with you, whether that was cheating, lying, taking you for granted, whatever, this message is for you to hear that this is what these people have coming in store for them, so you don't have to worry. But okay, so yeah, the ones that were acting like that, they're going to be closed off. Anything that they want, they're never going to get it. They're not going to achieve it. And it's happening right now in this current moment. So they thought they were going to get a raise. What did they get? They probably got a demotion. They thought they were going to get a raise. What did they got nothing. It also says here delayed opportunity. So they thought that they were going to get it, and for whatever reason, they said, try again next year. They thought that they were going to, they thought they were going to get somewhere on time, and they missed their appointment, and now they're backtrack another 6 months, something like that. So like I said, if you're doing what you have to, everything is working out for you perfectly. Nothing is delayed. Everything that you thought was going to happen for you is actually going to happen. And on top of that, you're going to be experiencing a lot of fun and adventure and success and new opportunities. And the world is going to seem like such a brighter place for you. And I feel like this is happening for you right now. But for the ones of you where you felt like, or you feel like people have treated you poorly, talked about you, used you, looked down on you. Damn, I heard somebody say spat at you, shit on you. For those of you where you feel like people have done that to you in the present moment, even if they look a certain way on the outside, I just want you to know that those people are failing at life. Okay, those people are not good. Their heart is it's cold. It's black as ice, or cold as ice. And they lack foresight. They don't understand the way the world works, so they plan for things, and because they don't know how to plan the right way, we're going to get what they want. But you, on the other hand, you're not like that. And even if you are missing a certain idea or a thought about something, you have a team or friends or somebody that cares about you that will bring that to the table for you. So again, things are opening for you. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. People are probably talking about them as well. So yeah, if there's anyone that treated you poorly or has been treating you poorly, people are talking about them. Okay, people are looking at that person like they're very ignorant and that they're going to get what's coming towards them. Okay, so just because, you know, like some people, like let's say they come out and they say somebody did something really terrible to them, but that person still looks on the outside like they're living a perfect life. They're not. They're not. Just so you know, they're not. They're not. The things that they actually want are not working out for them. So you may think, you know, some people, they have everything, but they're still not happy with the life that they live. Okay, so you may look at somebody and they look a certain way on the outside, but it's not like that. You may look at somebody and they have this big ass house or whatever. The house is empty or it's full of pain. It's full of trouble and harm. And, you know, you just don't know. You just don't know. I feel like looks can be deceiving in this group. So somebody may look at you and think that you're poor, or think that you're this, or you're never going to amount to something, or underestimate you. But in the future, you're coming out as the Queen of Wands, confident, sexy, vivacious, attractive. You get what you want, demanding, strong, firm, and happy. So if you've been asking, when is it going to be my turn? Soon, baby, soon. I heard somebody say we just had to take care of a few things. We just had to tie up a few loose ends. Ten of Swords. Yo, I'm laughing because I'm laughing because these are the people that were doing the wrong shit. These are them. These are them. So the people that okay, and I'm laughing because again, there are some people here that know they're a shitty person or not a good person or they're childish or something like that. This is you. Now, for those of you where, like I said, you don't wish harm on nobody, but you know the way the world works because you're smart, you're an intelligent person, and you know what goes around comes back around because you know you're this. Let me just tell you, two things could be true at the same time. Okay, two things can be true at the same time. You can be a good person and also know that somebody has something in store for them. You can be a good person and still know that they're going to get what's coming towards them. That doesn't make you a bad person to admit that somebody being a shitty person, they're actually going to get what they deserve. That doesn't make you a bad person, by the way. Okay, just so you know, because you know some people they think that way. They think I don't want to wish bad on them or say this because I don't want it to come back to me. It's not going to come back to you because what's coming towards you is good shit because you deserve it. So you know, don't worry about that. The people that have underestimated you, try to talk down on you, make you feel like you're not attractive, like you're not good enough, you're nothing, you're never going to be nothing, that they're better than you. Those people, they're going to hit rock bottom. Okay. Or those people, this is the best they'll ever be. So like you may feel like you're at the 6 of Pentacles right now. You're going to get to the 10 and that person, maybe they think they're better than you because they have 7 Pentacles. Baby, they're never going to get more than 7. Or they may have 7 right now, but what's going to happen is you're going to get to the 10 and they're going to be right where you were. And they're going to be like, damn, I probably should have shut the fuck up. Like that's kind of what I'm getting. I'm hearing somebody talk-ish, like literally all talk right here, all talk. So one thing that you need to know for your future is that you're not going to just be surviving. You're going to be thriving. You're not just going to be getting out of a bad situation. You're going to be entering a better one. You're not just going to be overcoming obstacles. You're going to be defeating all your haters. You're going to be shitting on all haters. So in this group, I don't know what you've been through or what people have said to you or done to you, or in this group, you've probably been gossiped about. You've probably been talked down to. You probably have been passed up for things. And it wasn't even because you weren't worth it. It was because those people for some reason needed to feel like they were better than you. You know how like some people don't invite you to something because they don't want you to shit on them. They don't want you to be the most attractive one there. They want to be the most attractive one. Or some people don't tell you about this thing that was happening because then they feel like you would have taken the opportunity from them or something like that. Or some people don't want to tell you that so-and-so actually does like you and you've been telling them that you like so-and-so. They don't want to tell you, not because they want so-and-so, but because they don't want so-and-so to be with you and for you to be happier than them because they don't have a partner. It's like stuff like that, where it's like people will do things like that. And I feel like some of you guys, you don't even notice it. But for others of you, you do notice it. You just don't put a lot of attention and effort into it because you're focusing on being a good person. That's why the wheel is turning for you. So I feel like in this group, you have a lot of people that send you evil eye. You have a lot of people that wish and pray on your downfall. And you don't have to worry about it. You're divinely protected because guess what? The wheel is turning. The wheel is turning. And what they're going to be feeling is betrayal. They're going to be feeling betrayed. They're going to be feeling defeated. They're going to be breaking down. They're going to be hitting rock bottom. And it's going to be because of their own actions. It's going to be because they made their bed. Now they have to lay in it. So they made their bed of thorns. They made their bed of swords, and they're gonna have to lay in it. They chose the wrong people. Let's say you were a good friend to somebody, and they decided they wanted to go be in so-and-so. Or let's say you were a good partner to somebody, they cheated on you, decided they wanted to go be with them. Let's say you were a good employee, they fired you and hired another person, or they demoted you and gave the other person your job, or gave the other person the promotion. What are they gonna do? Their business is gonna fail. What are you gonna do? You're gonna leave, and you're gonna get a better opportunity that's much better for you, and you're gonna glow up. So no matter how you look at it, how you flip it, if you're the bad person here watching, you're going to sit here and you're going to watch the person or the group of people or the situation that you shat on be better than you. So, take your pick, decide who you are in this group, because it's the truth. It's the truth. Again, you're not going to be surviving. You're going to be thriving. You're going to be thriving. And you're not going to need nobody. You're going to be very self-sufficient. And you're going to feel good. You're going to feel good. You're going to look good. And you're going to trust yourself. You're going to be so passionate and so... I feel like in this group, you can kill people with just a look. You're not even going to have to tell people, I told you so. You're not even going to have to tell people, I thought you should... you're not even going to have to tell people nothing. They're just going to see it. And they're going to eat their words. I'm seeing somebody eat their words. I'm seeing somebody literally eat shit. Like, yo. Damn, that's an image right there. You guys know how in The Emperor's New Groove, where Yzma, she was evil as shit, right? I'm sorry, I might have to put 18 and up warning on this, but she was evil as shit. She treated Cusco like he was nothing, or no, Cusco treated everyone like he was nothing. Yeah, that's what it was. Cusco treated everybody like they were nothing. They played jokes on people. He laughed at other people's expense. When the villagers came to him asking for help and begging them for help, he laughed in their face. When someone came to him and told them, what you're doing is actually hurting me, it's harming me, they laughed in their face. They shat on them. And then what happened? He was turned into a llama. He was turned into a llama that was lost in the woods. And the only reason why he was okay was because somebody took pity on him and helped him. So yeah, basically all of those people that were doing that, they're not going to be okay until someone takes pity on them. Someone's going to have to take pity on them for them to even get, like I said, to the 6. And you're going to be past the 10. That's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, I don't know what you've been in this group, but I see new confidence for you. I see new journeys for you. I see you being fearless. I see you being enthusiastic about your life. I see no boredom whatsoever. The people that, or the situations or whatever, they're going to be experiencing a lot of boredom. So let's say you leave somebody. Their life is never going to be the same without you. They could lie. They could lie and say that they're happy. They're not going to be. They're going to have low energy. They're going to be cynical. They're going to be seeing their life the glass half full. And that's why they're always going to have a half full cup. They're going to be pessimistic as fuck. No one's going to want to be their friend. No one's going to want to be around them. Because they're low vibe. They drain people. Because every time they open their mouth, it's going to be like, you didn't even have to say that, bro. Like, I'm hearing somebody say that. I'm hearing somebody like just annoy everybody. And then them looking at you and be like, yo, I don't want the page. I want the Queen of Wands. It doesn't matter your gender, by the way. I feel like there's some people that were very childish with you. Very childish. What else? What else? Actually, let me look at this. Anything? Let me see. Let me see if there's... Okay. Oh. You could be a little bit more selfish in this group, by the way. I feel like in this group, you love to help people. In the past, you love to help people. You love to be there for people. You love to give people their compliments and lend a hand. It makes you happy, makes you feel like a good person. But I feel like the tables are turning for you, and you're going to get to a place where you're not going to be helping anybody but yourself. And it's not selfish. It's because you deserve it. It's because that's what you actually want. I feel like in this group, like, you have generated a lot of good karma. You've been a very good person. You've, put in a lot of work and dedication, and you've been patient. And you haven't stooped to certain people's level. And because that's who you were in the past, I feel like in the future, that's why this Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. So think about right now, what adventure do you want? What thing do you want to try? What do you want to be successful in? What opportunity are you hoping to come towards you? And actually visualize it. Like, some of you guys even need to make a dream board, or if you have one already, I see those things happening. I actually, a couple of months ago, I think it was a couple of months ago, I made 4 different manifestation lists. Some about love, some about money, some about career, some about my self journey. And I've been checking those things off recently. I've been checking different things off of that list for the past couple of months. So you're going to wake up one day and you're going to realize everything that you ever wanted, you're actually going to have it. You're actually going to have it because you saw it. You saw it being possible for you. And you kept believing. And you kept being a good person all the while. You kept putting in the work. You kept supporting other people. Look, Queen of Pentacles. Some of you guys are going to be taken care of. Some of you guys, I don't know, something about career could be coming through. So maybe you've been wanting to see positive change in your career. That's going to happen for you. I see a lot of people having free time, a good work-life balance. I heard vacation. I heard new clothes, new wardrobe, hair done, nails done, everything good, new cologne, new whip. I see that. I see that for you. Some of you guys, you might dye your hair or change your hair. Someone's going to buy you a drink. Someone's going to treat you. Someone might actually give you a gift in this group. Let me see. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. Some of you guys are going to get booed up. And someone's not going to be happy about that. If you're already booed up, then you're just going to be happy in your relationship. Someone from the past is going to be feeling like, damn. Damn, why did I do that? Yeah, look. The king and the queen both came out. They're going to be like, damn, why did I do that? Damn, how did I mess that up? I feel like you're going to, damn. So if I'm talking to the feminine, let me say it this way. If I'm talking to the feminine, you're going to get a man or a masculine. You know what I mean? Like you're going to get a masculine that handles things, that's protective, that's loyal, that's serious, that looks good, smells good, takes care of themselves, very mature. And you won't have to do much unless you want to. Now, if I'm talking to the masculine, then you're going to get a baddie. You're going to get a baddie that turns heads and you feel attractive and that gets you out of your shell and gets you to have fun and allows you to try new things and accepts you. And that's always real with you. But will never lie to you. They'll be all up in your space, all up in your energy. The Tower. It's going to shock you too. Look, three of cups. Y'all might be going on dates or just having fun. This could be a friend too. Some of you guys, it could be like a loyal friend. But I'm seeing somebody literally like saying, oh my God, I'm hearing this song by Kalani. And what's so funny is that she dropped this song, I think like 7 years or something like that, before she actually got as big as she is now. And this is just when she was like 19 and she's 27 now, I'm pretty sure. So, okay, maybe it was a little bit before then. I think she was like 19 when she dropped the song. And in the song, she's basically saying, I didn't even shit on you yet. You ain't a friend to me yet. Or wait, no, you ain't my enemy, but you ain't a friend to me yet. So she's basically talking about how she's not focusing on this or that. This is what she has in mind. This is what she's going to get. And you may not see it yet, but I'm going to get it. And it's so funny because then you listen to her songs now and it's talking about how happy she is, how loved she is, and how she always knew she was going to get there. So in this group, basically what's happening right now is you're believing in yourself. You're believing that your fate is coming. And this takes a lot of mental strength to keep pushing, especially when people shit on you or treat you poorly. Tower's still on the bottom of the deck. Oh, wow. Wow. You're going to be shocking a lot of people soon. I feel like you're going to be shocking a lot of people because honestly, in this group, a lot of people have underestimated you. And I feel like the reason why is because you've always had like a happy spirit to you. You know, like sometimes people see somebody happy, somebody giving, somebody caring, and they think, oh, the world is going to eat them up. The world is going to teach them that they can't stay that way forever. I'll give you an example. Hold on. Hold on. So I'll give you an example. I worked with somebody like that. I worked with somebody one time and they were like that, very cynical, They did not like the life that they lived. I'm sure they went through quite a lot. Not an excuse, but an answer. And they would say shit like, oh, basically they would say shit like, you don't belong here. You should go somewhere else because at some point you're not going to be as happy. At some point, you're going to get tired of this. Or maybe you should do this for a job because at some point you're not going to like this anymore. Or they'd say stuff like, because at the time I was working with kids and they were telling the kids, weirdly enough, I don't know why they would do this. This is such a disgusting thing to do with kids. But they were like, oh, you guys have to stop coming up to Miss J because you guys are going to annoy her so bad that she's not going to want kids. What? Like, girl, if that's how you feel about your life, cool. But like, you don't know me. I'm hearing somebody say you don't know me. So that's going to be another thing too. It's like everyone that thought they knew you thought you were going to get, we're going to be eating their words. We're going to be eating their words. What else? In this group, it feels all positive. Like everything is all positive for you. So again, if you're a shitty person watching right now, then just know that whoever you recently treated poorly, this is what you're going to have to watch them experience without you because you were childish. Five of Wands. Damn. You're going to have people fighting over you. Oh my God. Have you guys ever seen that movie, Hitch? In the movie Hitch, where, oh my God, what was her name? Let me just give you the premise of the movie for those of you that haven't watched it. You can go and watch it if you want to. But in the movie Hitch, there's this guy, he calls himself the love doctor. And basically he finds men or women, mostly men, who don't think the best of themselves. They feel like they have flaws. They feel like they don't have enough money. They feel like, love has never worked out for them. And so they kind of give up on love. And these men find them. And it's a referral system. So only people that have been helped by him, that he's chosen, are actually going to take the thing seriously and like listen to his advice to actually find love and do it for the right reasons. Only people that have actually went through that process with him can refer or give his information out to another person. So he keeps his circle very tight. And the people that he helps deserves it. And I see that with the Three of Pentacles. I feel like in this group, you could help a lot of people, but only if they deserve it. And so I feel like in the future, you're going to have a lot of people fighting for your services, fighting for your attention, fighting for your love, fighting for your friendship. But basically in the show, he finds this guy. His name is Albert Brenneman, or Albert Brenneman finds him. He's referred to him. And Albert is like this accountant. And he works at this like very, very, very high, rich, like I think it's a law firm. I don't know if it's a law firm or what, but they basically, I don't know if it's a law firm or like a brokering place or something like that, but they handle money for a lot of rich people. And he is just like another guy on this team of like 20 men that handle this one lady's money. And she's dumb rich, so rich, right? That she has so much money, she doesn't even know what to do with it, but she's so passionate and she wants to explore these things. And everybody on that team is constantly telling her, no, that wouldn't be a smart thing. Why don't you just invest in like scuba diving? But she wants to open like a fashion line or something like that. And this man is like looking at her in so much awe. And they're like, whoa, that's like an amazing idea. They seem like such a great person, but they would never go for me. And he meets Hitch, or the love doctor. And the love doctor is like, no, like, what do you mean? Like, you're a catch, just be yourself. And you know what I mean? And all these things. And one of the times they're in the meeting and this is his way in. His way in is so small, but his way in is they're having a meeting and she needs a pen. She needs a pen. And 20 niggas in that room. Oh my God. There's like 20 guys in that room and none of them have a pen. And one of them finds one, or everyone starts holding it out. Like eventually everyone finds a pen and they're holding it out and she's in the middle of the table, like looking around for which pen to grab. And he literally shoves himself like this. Hold on, let me get a pen. He shoves himself and he's like waving his pen, like waving it, like, no, take mine. And he's like pushed himself in between the group. He can't even see her, but she grabs the pen. And he's looking like, wait a minute, she just grabbed my pen. And it's so funny because in that meeting, basically she gets upset because everyone's telling her not to follow her dreams and that her dreams are stupid. And it's that one guy in that meeting that's like, no offense, but everyone here's checks are signed by you. Everyone here makes their money because of you. So if you want to go spend this money on this, then you should go and do that. And he's the only person, mind you, she looks like she has everything. She looks like, people would always tell her, yeah, go do that. And she looks like somebody that everyone would always support and everyone would always like, gas up. But they actually talk down to her and they actually treat her like a child. And he's the only person in that group that looked at her and said, no, you know what you're doing. That's an amazing like an amazing thought, an amazing goal, and you should do that. And I support you. Like, they're the only person that actually saw her as a human and actually, like, was there for her in that way. And she went back to his office that day and actually asked to speak with her, or actually asked to speak with him. So he only had to be himself. So that's a message for somebody here, to just be yourself. And before you know it, a lot of people are going to be fighting over you to give you a pen, to support your goals, to be with you, to help you work. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people could be jumping through hoops for you. Because I feel like in the past, you could be somebody that used to jump through hoops and do all this to show how much you care. And here's the Six of Pentacles coming out for the future right now, or the present right now, which is I see people wanting to reciprocate. Because she actually goes back and asked, I think she asked him to take him to lunch to discuss more. And he was so surprised. He was like, what? He almost didn't answer the door. He was so nervous. And the guy, the love doctor, was like, are you being fucking stupid? This is what you wanted. So basically in this group, just know that what you want is coming towards you, and just be ready for it. It's not a joke. It's not a trick. It's actually coming for you. And you're going to have more free time to do what you want, to do what you love. I'm sorry that was a long story, but I felt the need to tell it because it's part of the reason why I love that movie, was because those were two people that came from, different lives. And they were so different, but they had somebody that helped them see you guys actually could benefit each other. You guys actually could work if you let go of this, if you don't focus on this. So maybe some of you guys are going to get love too. At least a good friend. Tell me about the future. In this group, basically what you're going to need to, or what you're working on, is not compromising what you want. So let's say you're trying to find a new house and you have a list of things that you want for your home. And maybe you're getting close to just compromising on that one thing. But before you know it, like I said, that new plot or that new thing comes on the market, or in the perfect time, boom, this thing opens for you and it's meant for you. And you are sitting there hesitating like, I don't know. No, it's for you. Take it. There's something. It's like you're not going to have to compromise on something. It's just for you. Postponement. Four Swords. Some of you guys are going to be healing from being hurt and betrayal. But the way that you're going to heal is because you're going to get something real. You're going to get something better. So it's like healing because you're not even going to be thinking about it anymore. You're not even going to be worrying about what the fuck happened because you're so happy. Yeah, look, Six of Cups, because you're so happy. And you finally get what you wanted, your dream. Some of you guys, it's a soulmate. For others of you, it's a dream that you've been speaking into existence, being enthusiastic about for a long time. And a lot of people have tried to tell you to give it up or to let it go. I feel like in this group, you have a lot of people telling you to let it go. No. You can have a lot of people telling you to grow up or just do this instead. And you're like, no. No, actually. So you're going to be shitting on them. You're going to make them eat their words. But for the right people, you're actually going to be inspiring them to think differently. Hematite. I heard expensive gift. I don't know why I heard expensive gift. But I also heard jewelry. Now, this card talks about a stone that helps you from it protects you from absorbing another person's cynical or negative energy. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. I feel like in the past, whether this was a coworker, a friend, or something like that, they had really negative energy. And I think that you probably just transmuted it and gave them back care, or it just helped. And that's why the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. Repeat a light. You guys are going to be more at peace and you're going to sleep well at night. I feel like you're going to sleep well at night. There's not going to be any more sadness. I feel like somebody is actually going to uplift you, but some of you guys is that you're going to pick yourself up because you're going to be like, I knew it. I knew it. I'm hearing somebody go, I knew it. Yeah, because I feel like you have a lot of self-discipline and you're going to have a lot of inner peace. And if you've lived a chaotic life up until this point, you're not going to anymore. If you've had to fight, tooth and nail for what you have so far, if you've given blood, sweat, and tears, it's going to pay off. Yeah, look. Didn't I say it's like you're going to be at peace? You're going to be calm. Some of you guys, you're just going to be able to live a simple life. Maybe that's what you've always wanted. It's just a simple life. Maybe you felt like you've always had a lot of chaos and pain or fighting, or some of you guys, violence, bullying, cheating, theft. You're not going to deal with that anymore. I feel like you guys are always going to be calm in chaos, no matter what. Promise. Damn. Didn't I say I'm seeing an expensive gift? I'm seeing jewelry. And look, this guy is literally proposing with a ring. So take it literally if you want to, but for some of you guys, it's that somebody is going to give you a token of gratitude because of how much you gave them. Or this is the world giving back to you because you showed up in the past as the Six of Pentacles, and this is covering the Six of Pentacles right here. It says responsible, confirmation, and assurance. So some of you guys, you're going to be getting some assurance right now that you're on the right path. Very soon. Damn, this is a long reading. We still have to get to the... Damn, we still have to get to the water signs. Just so you guys know, I love you. I love you guys because, I mean, can you imagine talking for 2.5 hours straight? And then on top of that, having to do like this energetic work. But I'm happy to do this reading because this is making me smile. This is like making me believe, for real, for real. It says confirmation on here. So you're going to get confirmation that very soon that everything that you thought you were going to get, you actually are going to. Somebody might make a gesture. Or the world's going to send you a little gift, a little present. Just to tell you, nudge you. Keep going, keep going. You're going to become more organized as well. So that you can succeed. It's so interesting because it says jewelry on this card and it says jewelry on this card too. And here he's coming with a ring. So some of you guys, maybe you're going to buy yourself something nice or someone else will buy you something nice. Bully. Yeah, didn't I say some of you guys were bullied? Now it's going to be those bullies that are never going to get what they want. Their life is always, everything that they everything that they want, it's just going to come to them real slow. Real slow. And depending on how old they are, they're never going to get it. They're going to have to wait till the next lifetime. Because you know, some people, they're bullies and they're like 80 or they're like 60. So, you know, they're going to have to try again next lifetime. Yeah, I feel like in this group, you're going to be shitting on people. And it's silently. You're going to be silently killing the game. So, you know how like some people, they bullied you and everyone remembers that you used to be the ugly duckling or you used to be treated a certain type of way. And now all of a sudden, you're their boss. Now all of a sudden, you got the nigga they wanted. Now all of a sudden, you driving the car that they wanted. Now all of a sudden, they used to bully you for your skin. Now all of a sudden, your skin is as clear as day. And they looking like a pizza face. Like, it's like that. So again, if you're being a terrible person right now, or if you ever were a terrible person, just so you know, whoever you used to treat this way, well, yeah, it's like that. It's like that. I feel like in this group, you're not going to let anybody you're not going to be a pushover anymore. Ever, 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 ever again. And why would you? Because you don't need them. I feel like some of you guys, you had to accept shitty behavior because of where you were. Like you had to accept it because, you know, you needed the job or you needed the money or this was your family, you couldn't leave. Or because you didn't know any better. Or because you hadn't gotten the confidence yet. But not anymore. Not in the future. Anytime somebody talks about you, it's going to be good words. Or people are going to bully them. Like I'm hearing somebody say, oh my God, did you see what so-and-so was wearing? And they're going to look at them and be like, bro, look at you. Like literally I'm seeing somebody getting annoyed. Some of you guys are going to get good news soon. Good news. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody trying to be like this. And somebody being like, man, if you don't back off, look, oh my God, eternal loves. Damn. Some of you guys, unfortunately, the people that treated you poorly, this is where they're going to be. Castaway. Poor. A failure. No one's going to like them. And I'm not saying this to wish bad on people. I'm saying this because that's how the world works. That's how the world works. I'm just saying, like, take a look at some people's family. If you don't believe me, take a look at some people's family. You know how some people break generational curses and some people don't. Some people break generational curses, and other times the shit was so bad in the family that everyone in the family continues on the same way. But I feel like for you, you're not like that. So you're going to leave your family or your job or your friends or your lover or whoever better than the way they were when you found them, the way they were when you entered it. And that's going to be your legacy. It feels like in this group, you're leaving a legacy. That's dope. What the hell? Okay, what else? What else? Tell me about the strength card and the ideas. I feel like in this group, really what's going to happen is that you're not going to let anybody tell you that what you want is not achievable. Because I've had people tell me that a lot in my life, honestly. And it was fuel for me. I feel like in this group, people tell you things and it's fuel for you. Somebody tells you you're stupid. What do? You go ace every single test you ever have to take. Somebody tells you you're ugly. What do? You shit on them. Somebody tells you you're ugly. What happens to them? I mean, I don't know. Something happens and their reputation is tarnished. Everyone looks at them like they're nothing now. Someone tells you, or someone steals from you. What happens to them? Everything they ever had and loved leaves them. Not even that they take it from them, it's that they leave them. So they don't get exactly what they got worse than that. Because it's not like, somebody steals your husband, you're like, damn, like, why did that person have to come? But when your husband leaves you, like when your husband actually leaves you for another person, what can you do? You can't blame the woman. It was your husband. Your husband left you. It's going to be something like that. What else? Now, don't take it literally, but you know what I mean. I feel like air signs, you'll understand what I mean when I say that. You understand. You get the jokes. What else? So tell me about the ideas and the strength. Why is that here? Tell me about the ideas and the strength. I'm hearing solid gold. I'm hearing that song from Austin Powers where Beyonce singing, it's gold, it's gold, it's gold, it's gold, it's solid gold, baby. Yeah, y'all are so valuable. So valuable. I feel like you're gonna be swimming in money. And I'm not a superficial person, but listen, all these pentacles, bear, damn. Some of you guys, you're gonna be a fucking boss. Look, it says power and boss on here. It says leadership. It says protection. It says courage. So that's you. And there's no mountain that is too tall for you. There's no obstacle that can keep you down. There's no bully that will make you question yourself. There's no there's no bitch that could check you, basically. I heard somebody say, who's gonna check me? Who's gonna take my spot, basically? No one. They can't. In your partnership, in your job, in your family, in your friend group, might see it. You're gonna have a lot of people stressed. A lot of people stressed trying to figure out what your next move is. A lot of people sick because they took advantage of you, or they second guessed you, or they underestimated you because they got on your nerves. And what did you have to do? You had to turn into a freaking boss. Look, bears eat mice. Well, I don't think bears eat mice, but they could. They could in one gulp. Oh. So yeah, you're gonna be eating. And like I said, these people are gonna be eating. Mice literally eat. They eat shit. Like, I mean, I can't make it up. They eat dirt. They eat trash. They scavenge. A bear, what do? They go to the ocean or the water or wherever they're at. Not the ocean, but they go to the water and they find something alive. Yup. And nobody fucks with a bear. They just don't. Because why would you? Damn. Yeah, some of you guys are gonna look. It says warmth. It says comfort. It says privacy. It says family. It says home, and it says stability. So that's what you're gonna get. This is awesome. So let's see. Any advice? You might not need none, but sometimes some of these cards give you a pat on the back. So let's see. Think of a yes or no question right now. And we're going to answer that for you right after the advice. So think of a yes or no question. Like, yeah, I'm not going to give you an example, but just think of a yes or no question. One yes or no question right now. And we'll get it answered for you in like 1 minute. And right now we're going to get you some advice. One advice card. Is there any advice you have for our air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising? Any advice? Feels like these two. Wait. Let me ask. Wait, is that one? No, it's this one. Okay, that one was actually 2. Double check. Okay. Let me ask, Spirit, do they need an advice card at all? Yes or no? Odd or even? It says no. You got 10. That's a no. So we're going to move on to the yes or no question then. So, Spirit, what is the answer to the air signs question? Just so you know, the fact that you don't need any advice is a good thing. You don't need any advice is a good thing. You're doing everything right. Keep going, sweetie. Basically, that's what Spirit's trying to tell you. Whatever path you're on, you're doing it. You're doing it. What else? So the answer to your yes or no question. The frustration you feel is at yourself only. This is not for you. This is a message for, again, those bullies. I also heard somebody say it's not what it seems. I heard somebody say it's not what it seems. Let me get you one more. Yes or no? Yes. The answer is yes. You have the strength to take this on. And you know what the first card you got was? Strength. So you're strong. You're powerful. You're a freaking lion. Not only are you a bear, but you're also a lion. Like, damn. So if you want to be in a pack, you can be. If you don't want to be, you don't have to be. But no matter what, no one's going to tame you. No matter what, no one's going to keep you down. That's what you need to know, air signs. I'm so happy to give you this message. So happy. Because, wow. I'm hearing that song, I get knocked down, but I get up again. Na, 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 na. Yeah. I don't know how the rest of the song goes, but I'm hearing that. I get knocked down, but I get up again. I feel like in this group, like you have, I don't know if you have like a rags to riches story, or you have a story where it's like people used to say this about you. People used to assume you would never get here. And some people still be thinking that because they're closed-minded. And one day, very soon, you're going to pop out and be like, what was that? What was that, shawty? What were you saying? Oh, okay. I'm hearing somebody get a little cocky with it, with the Queen of Wands right here. Like you get a little cocky with it. And it's okay. You can be, because I feel like your whole life you've been humble. I feel like up until this point you've been humble. I feel like up until this point you've been just like, oh, okay. Oh, all right. But nah. It's going to be more. It's more. It's love. This is dope. This is fucking dope. YouTube, please don't come for me. I'm just very excited. Sorry if you guys don't like cursing, but I mean, I'm trying to gas you up here. So yeah, if that resonated, air signs, please give it a like. Give it a like to claim it. Comment to claim it. If you made it this far in the reading, leave a little bear emoji. And if you don't have an iPhone or you don't want to use emojis, then then comment, wait, what was that? I thought a broke bitch said something. I thought a whatever said. They just come. It just, I don't know. I just feel like in this group you guys are dope, and I would love to hear from you. Some of you guys, you are going to get that house, or you are going to get that family, you are going to get that love, you are going to feel safe and comfortable and stable. You are. Yep. Yeah. I love you guys. And I'm going to put you guys in the virtual reading room now. And we're going to pick up all the cards and we're going to get ready to start with the earth signs. Again, if you're looking for a love reading, then you'll have to access that either through membership here on YouTube or on Patreon. Now, if you access it, one thing that I will say is if you join on Patreon, I post the link for the live on Patreon sooner. So like, I'll decide one day, like, okay, I'm going to do the love readings at 6 p.m. tonight, and I'll post it in the morning so you can click on it and be ready to join in and ask your personal questions and get like kind of like that insight. But I don't do that here on live. On live, you get the messages and you tell me, like it, whatever. But if you actually want to be a part of the reading and me actually go back and forth with you, then you can join my membership for that. And you're basically getting a personal, but you're also, getting to join into a collective group. So yeah, I'm going to put you guys in the virtual reading room now. Please do not come and comment and talk about why is she taking so long. This was literally just like a 45-minute reading, okay? And you got it for free. So don't come. But I feel like you guys aren't like that. In this group, you're not like that. But I'm going to put you guys on mute. I'm going to pick up all the cards and we're going to get started with our water signs. I think I said earth signs just now. but I meant to say water. So Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising will be next. And if you have that in your chart as well, maybe you want to watch for that too. But yeah, so I'm going to put you guys on mute. I'm going to start picking up all the cards, and we'll probably get started in about like 2.5 minutes. God damn, this is taking so long. 3 hours. Wow. All right, I'm putting you in the virtual waiting room in 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's get started now with our water signs. So, water signs. Here we go. Hi, water signs. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for being here on my channel. My name is Jay, and this is Planet J. Thanks for being here. I'm really excited to message for you. This is going to be general messages for either Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, wherever water falls in your chart. This message is for you, and cross watchers are also welcome. So if you're interested in a water sign, if you're friends with the water sign, you want to know what's going on with them, then you can watch for them as well. The extended for this will be love messages for each of the specific signs, so you can access that below. So without further ado, let's get into you. What messages do you have for the water signs today, Spirit? The 2 blind cards that you have are right here, and then with the rest of the reading will be shuffles. Ooh. Okay. We have the 4 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. Restriction and passion. So let's see why that came out. It doesn't have to be bad. I feel like in this group it might actually be freeing. This is the energy. I feel like I'm not giving a fuck. But let's see why. YouTube, please don't find me. I can't help it. I can't help it. My mother's from New York. Cursing is like in our blood. Okay. What else? What else? Hi. Thanks for being here. And thank you for your comments. If it resonates at any point, I hope you give the video a like and comment on the video. I love seeing you guys in the chat, but I love it even more when you guys comment on the video and like it, because it helps spread these messages to other people and grow the channel. So again, you can be watching this as a water sun, rising, moon, Venus, Mars, doesn't matter. Mercury. Okay, so let's see. So what messages do you have? Ooh, Queen of Cups. Right. Spirit told me to take the reversal. Damn. Okay, so the first card for what's happening in the past, you got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Oh, so maybe that's why I heard I don't give a fuck anymore. Because maybe some of you guys who cared a lot or you were very emotional in the past, you're not there anymore, or you're not going to be in the future. Let's see. What messages do you have for the water signs? What messages do we have for the water signs? The Strength card. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because you could have been very sensitive and very emotional, but in the present moment right now, you're not like that. In the present moment, it's strong, it's strength, it's confidence, it's self-respect, it's firmness, it's ferocity. Some of you guys, you look good. Some of you guys, you're being loyal to yourself. I heard loyalty. I heard determination as well. Ooh, look, 9 of Cups. Happiness. Asking yourself what you want. Maybe some of you guys, you were a pushover in the past, people pleasing. Maybe you're too passive. Passive aggressive, or just too passive, period. I heard something about shoes. I don't know why. But I'm hearing these boots are made for walking. And that's just what they'll do. Wait, what how does it go? And something, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Damn, maybe that's why I'm hearing it. Because it's like you're not letting nobody walk all over you. You doing the walking now. You doing the roaring now. I heard somebody go rah rah rah. I know somebody was like that with you in the past. Rah rah. Just a lot of rah rah. A lot of talk. Or something. Damn. Okay. And we got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. I heard somebody say you're minding your business. You're minding your business now. So I don't know if you were trying to help, you were trying to care. But now you're just keeping it down, focusing on you, or this is what you're going to be in the future. Knight of Wands. Damn. Should I take it in reverse? Should I take it in reverse? Yes or no? No. Oh, okay. So in this group, I feel like you were loyal to the wrong people. You're being treated poorly. Water signs. Some of you guys are being treated poorly, whether it's supposed to be a friend, family, whatever. And I feel like in the future, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be dipping your toe in different things, different waters. So you're going to be trying different things, different passions, different hobbies. If it's not that you were being loyal to the wrong people, it's just that I feel like your emotions could have been manipulated. Now, sometimes the Queen of Cups is really mean. Okay, sometimes the Queen of Cups is really mean and very manipulative and secretive. Okay, so again, if you were like that, then this message is going to be very different. But let me ask. Yeah, that wasn't you. That was probably the people you were dealing with. You're probably dealing with people that were like that in the past. So this could have been a mother, this could have been family, or it could have just been somebody that you cared about a lot. Oh, look, 10 of Cups coming out as I say that. And look what it says. It says happy family. I heard some of you guys, you were the glue. You were the glue. You were always keeping things together. And you're not doing that no more. Because if you notice, they're turning their back. They're not even looking at the past. They're not even looking at who they used to be, where they used to be. They're focusing on what they're doing now. I feel like in this group, you're going to be, Ace of Cups. Yeah, that's the problem. That was the problem. Because I feel like in the past, like, I don't know if you were experiencing like unrequited love, or maybe you were giving other people more love than you were giving to yourself. Some of you guys, you were repressing your own emotions. You weren't listening to your heart. Some of you guys, you were suppressing your own creativity, your own fulfillment. You weren't following your intuition about something. Some of you guys, you were feeling very lonely in the past and empty and hollow. So these could have been tears. Now, for others of you, I heard you might have been going through like mania, where you thought you were happy, but you weren't. So some people in this group, you may deal with ups and downs, highs and lows, or mental illness. something like that. This could be something that runs in your family. I'm not here to diagnose. This is YouTube, and this is definitely not a personal. You know what I mean? And if you are feeling like you need some help, I definitely want to let you guys know that it's okay to get help. And if you need somebody to talk to, you can always email me, reach out to me, and I'm not going to charge you for needing somebody to talk to. You know what I mean? But just so you know, I do see that some people in the past you could have been going through a lot emotionally, and I feel like in this group you have a really big heart, and don't beat yourself up for that, by the way. Don't beat yourself up if you're sensitive. Don't beat yourself up if you show empathy or sympathy or anything like that. There's nothing wrong with that, but I do see in the future you looking out for yourself. The High Priestess. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking earlier. It's like in the present moment now, you're listening to what you already knew to be true or what you already know to be true about yourself and your own strength, in your own heart and your inner voice, and what it is that you need to be happy, what it is that you need to heal yourself and your inner child. And I feel like in this group you're not I feel like in this group you're becoming more selective with who you let see your heart, because I think in this group you wear your heart on your sleeve, so it's really hard for you to be like, okay, well, I'm just not going to love them or I'm just not going to be nice to them. Like, you're not that type of person. You just have to be more selective with who you come around, period. Because I think you've learned at this point, you can't change your heart. You can't change who you are. You know what I mean? If you're a nice person or a loving person, you can't change that. Some of you guys, you actually are, your intuition is getting much stronger. You're learning how to read people when they're being secretive, when they're trying to manipulate you, when they are trying to prey on your insecurities, when they're trying to create unhealthy attachments with you or throw you off your balance. I feel like in the present moment you're understanding that more. You're understanding the little things that people try to do. I feel like in this group as well, you're understanding more of the habits that you have that you don't always pay attention to. So some people, their bad habit can be seeing the best in people. And that's not a bad habit unless you're around the wrong people. So that's what I was saying earlier. It's like sometimes it's not that your heart is bad, but that it's in the wrong place. Sometimes it's the environment. Tell me what the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. Yeah, and that's what you got right there. So that's what I was getting. In the future, I feel like you're going to be a little bit more skeptical of people. You're not going to be giving people the benefit of the doubt as much anymore. And not because you're turning into a negative outlook or because you're having apathy, but because you're excited about your own life and your own goals and what you're working on, and you don't want to be sidetracked. I feel like in the future, you're going to have a more positive outlook, but it's rooted in reality. I feel like in this group, you're a big dreamer. You're a big dreamer, and I feel like you can see things sometimes with like rose-tinted glasses, and there's nothing wrong with that. But like I said, it's the environment. Because again, if you're in a good place and you're seeing something with rose-tinted glasses, then that just means that you have this outlook where you can see something grow. You can see where something can be better, even if it's a person. You know what I mean? Someone could be a good person, but you can see them turning into something great, and they're actually a good person right now. So it's not bad that you're seeing them with rose-tinted glasses, because you're actually giving them the empathy and the belief that they need to be better. But I feel like in this group, it could have been the opposite in the past, where you were giving that to people that didn't deserve it, and you could have been giving that more to yourself. So I feel like in the present moment, you're seeing yourself. You're seeing the best in yourself right now, and how that's going to affect you in the future is that you're not going to be. I don't want to say that and offend anybody. So I'm trying to find a different way to say this. I feel like in this group you love the idea of love. I feel like in this group you love harmony, and you love peace, and you love people feeling confident, and you love loyalty and stability and consistency and care. You love those things. And I feel like when people treat you poorly, sometimes it can get you to act like somebody you're not. You know how it's like some people, they get hurt and they actually turn into a bad person. But there are some people that get hurt and they're not a bad person, but maybe they just get into this funk, or maybe they just get into this energy where they're apathetic, or they're going through some sort of depression, or just not seeing the light that the world has. And I feel like you guys could experience things like that in the past, or even right now, where you're working through that right now. 10 of Pentacles to the Magician. In the future, I see that changing. I see you seizing the day. I see you. Let me ask. Now, for others of you, though, I see you being more patient with yourself and just taking things day by day, taking things slow. I feel like in this group, you've gone through a lot. And you're finally accepting who you are. You're finally accepting how strong you are. You're finally accepting that no one can love you the way that you love yourself. But what's funny is that I also heard somebody say, you might just get somebody that loves you more. You might just get somebody that loves you better in the times where you aren't the best to yourself. So this could be a friend. This could be a partner that you haven't really been like giving the time of day because of what you have going on. Now, if it's not about love, then it's about believing that although you're taking tiny steps, that you should still be proud of yourself. You should still be proud of yourself. I feel like in the future, you're going to be proud of yourself because of the things that you've gotten out of, the things you've survived, the things you've wow. Yeah. Maybe in the past you feel like you made the wrong decisions, or you didn't want to see the truth in certain situations, or maybe you feel like you did something that was self-destructive, or maybe other people brought this energy to you. But I see that changing for you. I see you finding a zest for life again. I see you not caring about what other people think, or that you're not where you want to be right now, or that you still have some insecurities that you're working through. I see you being confident in that fact instead of getting these attachments to things or people that only exacerbate that in you. Like, how sometimes you're around the wrong person, and like you can be around somebody and go through a tough time, and that person actually brings you out of it and helps you. And it's not in a codependent way. It's in a way where it's like that person just loves you and they care for you, and they know that you would do the same for them. And other times you are in a tough place and you're around somebody that only makes it worse. I see the opposite, if that makes sense. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I feel like in this group, you could have had a really rough life, especially a rough childhood. Some of you guys, you have a really rough relationship with your mother or feminines in your life. Some of you guys, it's your sister. For others of you, you've grieved a lot, or you have been poor or homeless or sick, or been the scandal in a lot of people's rumors. Or, I feel like this is the group of people where it's like you've had people actually try to tarnish you or try to harm you. And it started emotionally. And maybe you feel like at some point it chipped away. But I see for you in the future, I see you actually letting that go. I see the emotions that you once felt towards those things lessening and not being as extreme and not being as wow. I'm being brought to tears in this group. Because I feel like some of you guys, you feel like you're doing this alone. Some of you guys, you feel like you're doing this alone. And I do see in the future that this is a path that you will walk alone. Because in the past, you tried to, I don't want to say fix this, but like find this love with other people around you. And I think that that's not going to work. Unfortunately, it's not going to work in this group because you have such a big heart that some people will take advantage of that. And I think you've experienced that. So I see in the future for you guys, you taking little steps, doing little things to start to feel better, to start to, like, how some people, they have anxiety and depression. Maybe you lose the anxiety. The anxiety is not as strong. Maybe you still get sad sometimes, but the anxiety is not as strong. Or how some people, they used to hate their entire body, but now they just have a few things that they still are coming to terms with. It's kind of like that. I'm seeing somebody like making small strides and making efforts, and it actually making a difference. It's actually showing a difference, because how you'll know basically that you're doing better with this is you'll no longer be feeling like you have no energy. You no longer be feeling like there's no point. You no longer be feeling like it's always going to be this way, or that there's no point in even looking or trying or even accepting love or even whatever, because it's just always going to hurt you. Like, you're not going to be feeling like that anymore. You're going to be feeling like, whoa, game on. You're going to be feeling like, okay, I guess I could try it. I'm hearing somebody say, I guess I could try that. I guess I could do it, because I know now that I'm strong enough. I know now that no matter what, I always have my own back. I feel like you're going through this right now. I feel like right now you're thinking about everything that you've ever been through and realizing, damn, I actually got through that. And some of you guys, you're saying, damn, I got through that alone. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if that is the case. Because some of you guys, you got through it alone, but you, all the while, were there for other people. So not only were you doing things alone, but you also were feeling alone. And sometimes we feel alone and we're not alone. But other times we do feel alone and we know we are. And that's a hard pill to swallow. When you look around and you actually do realize that you are alone. But you're not anymore. You're part of a community now. Here. So you can always come back. You can always look at my channel and have me tell you how special you are. Because sometimes we don't see it until another person tells us, until another person shows us. And I feel like in the future, you're going to be shown time and time again how strong you are. Because I do feel like some things might come back up again for you, but the way you handle it this time will be different. I'll give you an example. I will be vulnerable with you guys right now, but I'll give you an example. I was in some tough situations when I was younger, and there was this one particular food. Every time I went through a tough situation, it would always be there. And when I was older, when I was in middle school, when I was in high school, every time I would see that food, I would panic. I'd feel like the world was crashing down. And I got older, and I started being around that shit more and more. And in the beginning, it was like, oh, it's uncomfortable. I don't like this. I don't want to be here. And then as time went on, I'm like, it's just a food. It's just that. It's in the past. I'm safe now. So I feel like that's what you guys will start to feel in the future. Like the things that used to bring these tough emotions and that would stick with you. I'm not going to say they'll wash away and you'll never feel them again, but that it'll be manageable. It'll be manageable. Sometimes we get triggers and other people don't understand them. But I feel like in this group, you're going to start to understand your triggers and where you can and cannot be, who you can and cannot be around, so that you're not triggered again. So that when you're having a good day, you can continue to have a good day instead of being feeling like you're back at square one, basically. I feel like in this group, you're going to learn how to trust yourself. And once you learn how to love yourself unconditionally and fully, you'll actually learn how to trust other people. You actually learn how to let people in. This is going to be a process for you. Rome was not built in a day. This is going to be a process for you. But just so you know, you will get to a point where you can trust other people. But this starts with trusting yourself and trusting your own emotions and actually listening to yourself when you get this feeling that you're not safe. And I feel like in this group, you're actually going to learn the difference between your anxiety and your intuition. And the reason why it's so hard for you to do that right now is because I feel like in the past, so many people have told you that you were too sensitive or you were too this or you were too that. And it's not that at all. You actually just know quite a lot. And you need to admit that to yourself to keep yourself safe. Amplify light. Yeah. Oh my God. It's so crazy because it literally says here on this card, it says, this explains why the stone makes you feel safe, secure, and protected. Some of you guys are going to, I don't know if I should say that. Some of you guys, you're going to be single for a while, or you're going to stop hanging out for a while. I see this group spending a little bit more time alone, or spending more time working on things, if that makes sense. Like, this is not like, I'm going out partying. You will with the Knight of Wands, you will, for sure. But before you get there, there's this this quiet time, it feels like. This patience. This is going through the motions. You know, I'm not one of those readers where I'm going to sit here and tell you it's butterflies and clear skies forever. No. Sometimes it does get a little hard, and sometimes we do have to think deeper about things that are not easy. But in this group, I'm seeing your emotions stabilizing. I'm seeing the things that once used to make you upset or harm you or remind you of tough things, not even sweat it anymore. So you're going from apathy to true strength. You're going from repression to true strength. And that's hard. Because at some point, repression probably helped you. At some point, bearing it down probably helped you. But it's not helping you anymore. You have to feel it, and you have to release it, and you have to let it go. And I see that for you guys in this group. And this is going to be something that you take day by day, step by step. And one thing that you're doing in the present moment right now is telling yourself that you love yourself and that you deserve to be happy and that you're strong enough to go through this. And it's okay if you made mistakes along the way. It's okay if your emotions have, gotten you to a certain point, but that you're safe now. Look, here's the crystal amethyst. This is a crystal protection. So I really feel like in the future, it's not really going to be any negative energy. Like I said, it's not going to be rainbows and butterflies all the time, but you're not going to be feeling boggled down and like every day is a struggle. You're not going to be feeling like that. So if you've been feeling like that right now, you're not going to be feeling like that. And I do feel like once you get through that, once you can go a little while, like I'm seeing somebody say, oh my God, I haven't felt sad, or I haven't cried, or I haven't, repressed, or I haven't closed up or anything like that in weeks. And then all of a sudden, this is your new life. All of a sudden, this is your new normal. All of a sudden, you actually have a fire and a passion, and you're willing to put yourself out there and try new things, even if it doesn't work out, because you know you're strong enough. Because you know that not every situation is going to be like the one you just healed from, or the ones you healed from, because you're stronger now, and you trust yourself now. So you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. And you have to. It's the only way. And I feel like in this group, a lot of the things that you've been through, they're so unique to you and who you are and your story. And maybe at some point you'll be able to tell your story. Maybe at some point you will be able to tell your story. But right now, I think it's just for you. And I think it's that's okay. I heard somebody say that's okay. It's okay to want to be alone. It's okay to need some space. It's okay to be deep in thought. It's okay to have a bad day, an off day. So don't be afraid if you have to take a day off, if you have to go ask for help, if you have to talk to somebody, if you have to start journaling. It doesn't matter your gender, by the way, because we all go through things. Four of Swords, yeah, that's healing. Oh my God, the Lovers. Aww. I'm so sorry. Yeah, some of you guys just started very young for you. Some of you guys, you've always had to take care of yourself. Or no one took care of you, you always try to take care of yourself. And you can feel very tired. I see you guys finding inner peace. I see you guys going from overthinking, from crying alone, to having inner peace. I see you guys going from feeling like your worst fears have come into reality to saying, There's no way that could ever happen again, because everything I thought that I wasn't strong enough or I wasn't ready to experience, I've already experienced it. So why not? Why not try to be happy? Why not keep pushing? I want you guys to know in this group, you should keep pushing. Please keep pushing. Please keep going. It's not time for you to give up yet. Not at all. This is not the end. What else? What else? You believe in yourself. In this group, you need to believe in yourself. I don't know who's told you what or who's. I feel like in this group, honestly, it's hard for you because the people that you have loved the most have gotten in your head and mess with your heart. But you can create your own destiny and your own story. You have a strong mind. You're one of the strongest people ever, to be honest. I feel that. I feel the person who's watching right now, you're so strong. So strong. And you'll see. You'll see. You're starting to see it now, but you'll see, you'll know, and everyone else will see it too. Once you get to a point where you can be a little bit more vulnerable about the things you've been through. Because some of you guys, you keep it all to yourself. And that's okay. Because like I said, some of you guys, you might want to talk to people, but you intuitively know that some people you can't tell certain things because you tell them and they'll use it to their advantage. But that's not always how it's going to be. Not always going to be that way. It won't always be that way because what? Because why? Because you're going to trust yourself at a certain point. You're going to be able to let it go. So the pain that you experience, you're not going to be sitting here wondering if you're going to experience again or someone else is going to do it to you, because you're going to have already healed from it. That's coming for you, but you have to take it day by day. You have to take it day by day. Seven of Pentacles, yeah. Like I said, it's going to take a while. It's going to take some work, but it's coming. I wish somebody would have told me that when I was younger, honestly, when I was going through rough times. Like, you know, people tell you it gets better, it's going to be okay, but they don't tell you this. They don't tell you it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. Or they don't tell you that some parts you will do alone, or some parts it's going to feel like it's taking forever for you to feel safe and comfortable, but you will get there. They don't explain it to you. They don't, you know, like sometimes you need details. You need to understand what they mean by that. It's like somebody that tells you, you'll just know when you met the one. What the fuck does that even mean? You know what I mean? Like, what does that mean? That's part of the reason why I love tarot and why I got into tarot, is because tarot can give you those little details and those little, it's like you listen to a tarot message and you feel like, damn, they're speaking directly to me. Like, whoever is giving that message, they know me. Like, how do they know that? How do they know that? Some people just know, just like you. You just know things. And I feel like you just know that it may take you a little bit, but that you're going to be okay. And that, not for nothing. And, it's been a long time coming for you. Damn. I'm brought to tears right now. I really am. Because I really do empathize with this group a lot. I do. And if you think that no one else has felt the way that you have felt, or you look around and you feel like everyone looks like they're happy, everyone looks like they're okay, that's not true. It's not true. Some people are just trying their best just like you are. Some of you guys, you might benefit from being in like a support group or a group chat or something. I don't care if you have to download a game where you play with other people every day. But that's what I'm getting in this group. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Because I feel like this could hurt. And on the outside, you're just trying your best. King of Swords. You're going to get to a point where the things that people have said to you is not going to hurt anymore. It won't. Queen of Wands. You're going to be confident. You're going to be confident. And you're going to be able to stick up for yourself in this group. So maybe you feel like, maybe you're shy, or maybe some of you guys in this group, you have like, you know how some people have like, they say fight or flight, but when you have trauma, there's actually more than that. Let me show you. There's actually more than just fight or flight. I don't know if you guys knew that, but it's not just fight or flight. There's like, there's flee, and there's fawn. There's a bunch of them. Let me show you guys. Let me see if I can find it. If I can't find it, then I'll show you guys another time. Oh, here it is. Okay. So here we go. So here's the trauma responses. I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's different responses. So there's fight, there's flight, there's freeze, there's flop, and there's spawn. And all of these different responses come from different things that we've experienced. So some people, they get into a fight response because they've dealt with people that have raged with them. They dealt with people that were narcissists or bullies. So if you've ever gotten to a point where you fought, but you didn't want to, that's okay. It's a trauma response. It's okay. We all have our own responses. Some people, they go through flight though, and they do it for safety purposes because they have had to flee, because they've dealt with addicts or perfectionists or something like that. And sometimes that fight response can turn you into like being a workaholic or an overthinker, or constantly dealing with pain, OCD, having a hard time sitting still. So if you have a hard time sitting still in this group, you deal with a lot of anxiety and restlessness, insomnia, I see that changing for you in the future. If you're very picky, if you pick at yourself a lot, I see that changing for you in the future and feeling comfortable with yourself. Now, if your trauma response is to freeze, sometimes this happens when, we've gone through so much that we just get to a point where we just get stiff, we shut down, and we disassociate from the life that we're experiencing. And it makes it difficult for us to make decisions. It makes us feel stuck. It makes us feel like we need to isolate. That's freeze. And other times we fawn, where we attach to other people for safety. And I could see some people in this group doing that too, attaching to people. And when we attach and we have unhealthy attachments, we please other people at our own expense. We lose our own identity. We lose our boundaries. We feel overwhelmed. We get codependent. And then we start to think that we're not worth shit, especially when we have people that tell you that. But those people are only telling you that because they benefit from it, not because it's true. Now, other times we flop. And when we flop, sometimes it's worse than that, where we faint. We literally faint. Or we are so paralyzed with fear that we can't move or we can't do anything. We just are stuck living in this life that we feel like is not even our own. And we perceive that there's no way that we can ever escape what we've been through. Sometimes we flop. And then we get to a point where we have to surrender to shitty situations just for our own safety. And we feel like we have no control over ourselves and our physical environment. Sometimes we go through that. So it doesn't matter where you are on that spectrum of trauma response, but I see that it'll get easier. It'll get easier, and the right people will understand. I feel like in this group, you be more patient with the way you talk to yourself. Some of you guys should be more patient in period, when you're triggered. So the less you say things sometimes that you don't mean when you're triggered. That is a trauma response. It's a fight response. Sometimes we say the worst things to people when we're triggered because that's what somebody said to us. We don't even mean it. And you don't have to beat yourself up for that. The right people will understand. It doesn't mean that they're going to stick around, but it doesn't mean that they might understand. The mind, yeah. I feel like this is you. Sometimes your mind can be like this. You're going to overcome that. You're going to find peace of mind. Look, silence. This is the star. This is hope. There's going to be hope. That's what you need to know, is that there's hope. Some of you guys, you need a doctor. It's okay. Some of you guys, you really do need to talk to somebody, like a professional. And it doesn't mean you have to talk to a professional forever. Sometimes you just have to talk to somebody for a little bit. There are like hotlines. Like you may not need to get a whole psychiatrist, but you might want to call like a hotline and you just talk to them about one situation, and you just have somebody to tell it to. Maybe you feel like you don't have anyone in your personal life that you can open up to, but there's always something. Once you get to a point where you stop looking for an outlet, then that's when you get stuck. But the Knight of Pentacles, even if they stop, they don't get stuck for too long. So basically, your message in this group is just don't get stuck for too long. What else? Yeah, this one is definitely very deep, very deep. But yeah, back to the hotline. There are a lot of like websites, hotlines, forums online where people come in and they just share the things that they've been through. I don't care if you have to go on a Reddit thread or something like that. Look, we are the world. We are the children. Look, everyone here is just happy and celebrating each other and recognizing that we all come from different places. We're all different shapes and sizes and colors, and that's okay. So maybe even makes it feel like your insecurities whenever you would never get love because of them, the things you've been through, or the amount of money you have, or the sicknesses you have, or the hardships you've been through, or the rumors that have been spread about you, the past you have. That's not true. You have to learn to accept yourself first. Love yourself first. Or you're just going to keep choosing people or situations that keep you down. What else? Yeah. In this group, you have so much love for other people. You need to love yourself first. And I know how that sounds. A lot of people say you can't love another person until you love yourself. In this group, you have to love yourself more. You have to love yourself more. I know how that sounds, but you have to love yourself more in this group. You should say that out loud. I have to love myself more. More than they do, more than I love them. I have to love myself more. Because it doesn't always have to be that way, but that's the starting point for this group. The starting point for this group is that you need to love yourself more. Because you are the type of person, I feel like, when you love somebody, like, you will give them everything, every inch, go the extra mile, put yourself below them, put yourself down to make them feel okay, because you know what it feels like to not feel okay. But that's not right. You have to love yourself more. No one that actually loves you is going to let you do that, by the way. No one that actually loves you is going to let you put yourself in a bad space for them. So anybody sitting there watching you cry or sad or whatever and not changing or showing no remorse, they don't love you. So that's what I'm saying. You have to love yourself more. Because sometimes you're sitting here thinking that somebody loves you. They don't actually. And sometimes people just don't love you because they don't love themselves. It doesn't have anything to do with whether or not you're a good person or even if they care for you. But love is something different. Love is different. Someone can care for you and not love you. You can care about a child you see on the street and not want them to get hit, but it doesn't mean you love them like they're your own child. The devil conditioning. Yeah, some of you guys, you were spoken to very poorly growing up. Or you speak to yourself very poorly, and this is your worst habit. And this is something that you're going to break free from in the future. Some of you guys, your bad habit is that you're extremely self-protective. So you want love, but the people that will love you genuinely, you fight them off. And the people that didn't love you at all, you give them more space because this is a trauma response. This is what you're used to. So once you heal and you go through the motions and you take it day by day, this will leave. This is not a forever thing. Some of you guys, you have addictions because of what you've been through. I see those things, getting a handle on them at some point. There's hope, by the way. There's hope. Turning in 4 of Cups. This is the first time you got the third time you got the 4 of Cups. So 444 is your angel number. And I find that interesting too because this is my Cancer card. And Cancer is in this specific group. You don't have to be Cancer. Some of you guys, you have Cancer placements or a Cancer. Someone with Cancer placements really adores you. They're coming through here. Yeah, some of you guys, you have demons. You have things you can't forget. Things that keep coming up for you emotionally. You have to let it go. Yeah, you have to let it go. You have to actually feel it. Stop pushing it away. Feel it and then let it go. Yeah, look, trust. It says trust right there. And look how free this person is. Free with their emotions. Free with their ability to show how much they care. Because they're not afraid of being used because they know they're strong enough. So some people's bad habits here could be acting like you don't need love. Acting like you're hard. Acting like you don't have any emotions at all. So you start to feel unloved because you act like that and then you don't get love. Because you act like you don't want it. So I can see 2 different groups here. Somewhere it's like you love love, you love the idea of love, but you keep giving it to the wrong people. And then another group of people here where it's like you come off and act like you don't even need it. Because every time you've ever loved, it turned out bad for you. So now all of a sudden you're not human and you don't need love. That's not how it works. We're all human. Some of you guys, you never were nurtured. You never were cared for. You never got soft love. So it's hard for you to even know where to start when it comes to that. And that's okay too. That's why I said take it day by day. Some of you guys, you need to get a book. There are a lot of books that you could listen to online about what love is supposed to be like, what a good partner, what a good friend is supposed to be like, what it is, what it feels like in your body to actually be happy and feel safe. Because when you don't know something, you don't know. My mom used to tell me that all the time. You don't know what you don't know. So if you've never seen anybody be happy, you've never seen anybody be loved the right way, if you've never seen anybody be cared for or be healthy, then you need to start watching movies, reading books. I don't care what you need to do, but you need to start exposing yourself. And I think that's why I was seeing the two of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. You need to start exposing yourself to that. So start doing more sappy shit. So you can be somebody that doesn't, you don't use teddy bears. You don't like to paint. You don't do childish things. You should start. This is very healing to you. This will be healing because you're no longer focusing on why you're sad. You're focusing on things that it doesn't matter who you are, how old you are. This is fun. You know what I mean? I hope that's making sense. You know how like some people, they start knitting and they're like, why would I start knitting? Why? Because there's nothing wrong with knitting inherently. There's nothing inherently wrong with knitting. And for somebody like this, for somebody who's watching right now, a lot of the things that you've been through, there's been so many things wrong with it. But there's nothing wrong with certain things, and you should try it. There's nothing wrong with baking yourself that cake and putting the icing on it, or there's nothing wrong with throwing yourself that birthday party when you never had one. There's nothing wrong with, treating yourself to a nice lunch when no one has ever done that for you. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like in this group, you can tell yourself there's something wrong with certain things because other people told you. That wasn't the truth. And you need to start reprogramming your mind to understand. And this is a process. Like I said, some of you guys, you might need help to do this. But for others of you guys, you could read books, listen to books, watch movies. Watch anything. Well, not anything, because, but you know what I mean? Take it slow. Try different things. Because, some people, they're like, oh, yeah, I went to therapy once and it didn't help. Okay. Maybe that wasn't the therapist for you, or maybe it wasn't the right time. Maybe you weren't open to it. Maybe you still had something you need to learn outside of it. Maybe you only need to go to therapy for a little bit at a time. Maybe you didn't need a therapist, but you needed a support group or a best friend. Maybe you just needed to eat more. Maybe you just needed to... I heard somebody say forgive yourself. So I don't know what you need to forgive yourself for, but forgive yourself for something. Some of you guys, you feel like you've done something, or you blame yourself for something. Just forgive yourself already. Idea. This is inspiration, suggestion, and vision. Yeah, I feel like this is more so speaking to trying to find positive. Thought stopping has been really beneficial for me my whole life, and I feel like I have it mastered now. But I started doing this when I was like 13. And it's natural to me now. But when you find yourself spiraling or having a negative thought, jump up, put your arms up, take a deep breath, go outside, start cooking, go clean your shoes, literally do anything to distract yourself. Because I feel like that's what it is in this group. It's just distractions. You need to distract yourself because you can spiral in this group. You start spiraling and no one else can tell on the outside. So when you find yourself spiraling, even if it's something small, like you have an intrusive thought, like, this is a terrible day. I don't care what the F you're doing. You need to pull over. You need to pull out your phone and play the best song ever. Oh my God. When I was younger, I used to go through depression, and I had a friend, and we used to listen to this song called Shake It by Metro Station. Every time we had a rough day or we were just not feeling that great, we would just put that song, and we would play it sometimes back to back for four times. And we would just dance it out. And I know how silly that sounds, but you would be surprised. And there's psychological components to this. That's why I said some of you guys, you need to read and listen to books. Because some of you guys, unfortunately, your family did this too. But there's actual research done on how standing in certain positions, listening to certain music, listening to certain frequencies, being around certain people, even saying certain things out loud can change you, can change the way your brain is wired, and change the way you feel. And I feel like in this group, you know that. You already know that. But there's a part of you that won't believe it. But you have to do it. So you can let go of your anger and your sadness and your fear. And so you can feel safe. I feel like in this group, I understand you guys so much. It's not that I didn't understand the other ones, of course. When I'm giving these messages, they fit, they resonate, they feel like I know how to give them. But in this group, it's reminding me a lot of the old me. And I haven't been that person for a long time. So I feel like one day you'll wake up and you'll be like, I can't believe I was ever like that. I can't believe it. I'm hearing somebody say, I can't believe it. Look at me. Look where I am now. And I feel like look blind. So funny because this person's eyes are closed here. Blind came out again. Yeah, I feel like in this group, you just need to work on having blind faith. That's something that you don't have. You don't know how to blindly trust people. And it starts with trusting yourself. And the way that you can get to trusting yourself is by healing. Right? Yeah, look. because you can be afraid. It says depression, phobia, and paranoia on this card. So those are the habits or the things that you have to overcome in this group. It's your sadness and your paranoia and your fears. Some of you guys, you're just afraid that it'll always be this way. It won't. It doesn't have to be. Third wheel. Some of you guys, you feel like you're always like second pick or something like that. That's not true. And even if it were true, just imagine how many people's first pick you would be if you weren't like this, if you weren't stuck in this anymore. I'm not saying that to like, make you feel some type of way. I'm saying that just to get you to see a different perspective. Because I actually feel like in this group, you may not realize it, but there are some people that are obsessed with you. Like they love you. Either they loved you in the past or they still love you now. So you could be afraid of apologizing, afraid of going back. For others of you guys, you're just afraid when people show you deep love. Because you don't trust it, you don't feel like it's real. You have to heal the part of you that thinks that way. Because some of you guys, you don't realize it, that you do this. You don't realize it, that you start acting weird. And you start creating this sort of like self-fulfilling prophecy for yourself. Because you do things out of trauma. You do things out of fear. So let's say somebody's trying to love you and you keep pushing them away. Or some of you guys, unfortunately, depending on where your trauma response is, you treat them really poorly. And then all of a sudden that person doesn't care about you anymore. And you start telling yourself, well, they never cared anyway, or it was always like this. That's not true. Sometimes people react. Yeah, sometimes people react. Sometimes people are just, they have to walk away. You know what I mean? Because it would mean no longer loving themselves. So just keep that in mind. Sometimes people, it's not that they don't want to. And sometimes people walk away because they can't continue to keep seeing you hurt yourself. Sometimes that's what it is too. Sometimes you hurt yourself. And people don't want to watch you do that. So they leave. But it's not because you weren't their pick or because they didn't love you. Sometimes people don't want to enable you anymore. The ring. Wow. I see in your future you finding a partner or a best friend that shows you that love is real. That shows you that it's okay to commit. It's okay to trust when someone makes a promise to you. It's okay to hold up your side of the deal because the other person actually will as well. So some of you guys in this group, you might hurt people before they hurt you. But I see that changing for you. And I see you actually finding somebody that chooses you every single day. Because you let them. Because you don't push them away anymore. Because you're not continuing to be quiet about how much you love them or how much you feel or how much you need. What else? Damn, so each group has been about an hour long. It's crazy. The number 9 can be significant here. I don't know if it's the 9th month. I don't know if there's a Virgo. I don't know if it's the sign that's in your 9th house. Someone just came through here to tell you they love you. That they'll always love you. Some of you guys said they never stop loving you. What else? Lily, wow. This could be somebody that passed away, or somebody that's older than you, or just somebody that's very wise. I feel like another message for you guys in this group is that you'll know. Maybe you feel like you don't know enough, or there's some things you don't know. You don't know how to love. You don't know how to whatever. You'll get there. You'll learn. Just take it step by step. Some of you guys, maybe you feel like you do act immature sometimes and you don't want to. That's not going to be the case forever. Maybe you feel like people are always immature with you. That's not going to be the case forever. Some of you guys, you're psychic and you just need to accept it. Because I feel like part of the reason why you struggle with trusting is because you feel like you know things. But for some reason you don't listen to it. And you end up feeling hurt. Let's get one more from this deck. I want you guys to think of a yes or no question right now. And we're going to answer that yes or no question for you right after we get you advice. So it'll be in a few minutes. So think of a yes or no question. Sun. Oh my God. Beautiful. You guys are going to be so happy and so confident. You're going to be so successful. And all of the things that you're afraid that will never work out for you or you'll never get to, you will. You will. There's something about truth here. You guys are going to be able to speak your truth. So let's say some of you guys, you hide parts of yourself, or you keep yourself in a box, or you keep yourself closeted, or you run away, or you get cold sometimes, or you feel defeated. That's not going to be the case. In the future, and I feel like for some of you guys, in the near future, you start to feel more like this sun. You start to feel more like that. You start to feel a warmth. Some of you guys, maybe this is saying in the summertime, you start to feel better in the summertime, depending on when you're watching this. That message is truly, or not truly, especially, like it's coming through very strongly for those of you who are born in the summer or around the summer. So that's Cancer, if you're coming as a Cancer sun or a Cancer rising maybe. But I'm not saying that's not the message for all of you guys, because I'm also seeing here, this is giving me Pisces energy. I didn't say any of the signs because, I mean, this is just for water and you go where you feel. You know, some people, they could have felt drawn to another group and just watched it even if they didn't have that sign, and that's fine too. Some people are watching for a partner that they're worried about or whatever. So bottom of the deck is the Tower. Yeah. Yeah. Some of you guys are going to be in an official relationship that lasts a very long time, that you might even have kids with or you might get married to. Once you work on this. Some of you guys, you might not realize this, but you have 3 people right now that want to be in a relationship with you and want to marry you. And I know how crazy that sounds because you might be looking at yourself and be like, huh? No. It's actually true. Either they want to or they wanted to. Depends. But you've had 3 people, if not right now, at some point in your life, that have wanted to have a marriage with you, wanted to have happily ever after with you. And you might have pushed them away, or you might have scared them off. Some of you just scared them off. Or you hurt them, but they still love you. Weirdly enough. I'm saying weirdly enough because I could see someone in this energy kind of causing someone damage. But it's okay. You can forgive yourself. This person probably forgave you, or that person probably already forgave you because they understand. What else? What advice? Think of your yes or no question, by the way. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, didn't I say? It's like some of you guys, you're not real. You don't show the real you. Because the advice card you just got is Full Moon Aquarius. Be real. So I don't know what it is about you that you feel like, I don't know, it's like unacceptable or something. But the Full Moon in Aquarius, it tells you to be yourself. It lets you know that sometimes we pursue someone or something for the wrong reasons because our ego gets involved. And before we know it, we're starting to drive ourselves crazy, chasing for something that we don't even want. So when this card comes off, it's letting you know that it's okay to back off for a little bit, to worry less and just start to trust more. And to not be afraid to live a fun life and to laugh at the things you've been through. Sometimes it's okay to just laugh it off. And I feel like it'll get easier for you. I feel like at a certain point in your life, you're going to be like, I can't believe that happened. And it'll just be a blimp because you look at the rest of your life and you're actually going to be happy. And none of that shit will matter anymore. This card comes out when you're spending too much time in your head instead of in your heart. You might win, but you might not. And that's okay. Just release it. Let it go. And try to find a balance between being real and not trying to please people all the time. The truth empowers you and it sets you free. Say that out loud. The truth empowers me and it sets me free. So be yourself. Be honest. Be honest. Especially if you're the type of person that pushes people away. You lie and say that you don't care about people, you don't love people when you do. Be real. Just be real, I'm hearing. Sometimes people leave and walk away from you just because you keep lying. You can't be real. Not because they don't love you. I don't know if you've ever met somebody like that. I had a friend like that, honestly, when I was younger. Weirdly enough, I don't know why they just came through because I don't think about them like that. But not because they're a bad person or anything, but just because I don't. But I had a friend when I was younger. We were in a best friend group. And it was so weird because she would lie all the time. She would dead ass lie all the time. Like, she'd say one thing to me and then lie about that thing to another person, like add another detail about it that wasn't true to another person. And I always look at her sometimes. I wouldn't try to make her feel bad, but I would just look at her and be like, why does she do that? Like, I never understood why she did that. And I feel like she did it because she thought that would get her love and make her feel accepted. And you don't have to do that. You can just be yourself. A lot of people will love you in all your flaws and all your insecurities and your bad habits if you're honest about them. But the second you start lying, it's like you're taking away another person's autonomy. You're taking away another person's choice once you start lying, once you start hiding yourself. Some people know who you are all along. They're just waiting for you to be yourself so that they can love you. So I don't know who needs to hear that. So I don't know if you have like a secret. Some of you guys, you have a secret or something like that you don't tell anybody. But there's one person, if not 3 people, that have known that secret about you all along. That thing about you all along, and they don't care. They want you to love yourself. So think of your yes or no question, and we're going to answer that right now. What's the answer to their yes or no question for the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? Now is not the time. So that's a no. But again, if your question was something about like something that have to do with time, like let's say you asked, just a stupid question, but like let's say you asked, should I go for a run right now? It's not saying you should never go for a run. It's just saying not right now. Another group got a similar message to that. So let me get you one more. Think of another yes or no question right now. A different yes or no question. Think of a different yes or no question. Try to dig deeper with this question. Defend yourself against those draining your energy. It's a yes. This is a hell yes. Whatever the question you just had was a hell yes. Okay. Okay. So if that resonated, give it a like. Come back for another one on my channel, because I would love to give you more messages. I feel like in this group, you should definitely click on my little face up there, or wherever it is, down or up there, and watch the live I did yesterday. I think it was yesterday. And the topic was, what things are you doing right? I think you should watch that, because I feel like in this group, you're doing good. Okay, just like give yourself a break, cut yourself some slack, take it day by day. Ask for help when you need it. Watch that corny movie when you feel sad. Distract yourself when you're getting low. Call somebody. You know, like sometimes we have friends and they're busy and we don't want to bother them. But sometimes they're just so busy, they just need somebody to snap them out of it. If you need to talk to somebody, just call them. I don't care if you have to call them 3 times. Just do it. Yeah. Wow. All right, y'all. I've been on here way too long and I need a break. I love you. And look out for the extended, which will be love readings. And I feel like in this group, you're definitely going to want to watch that, because like I said, there are 3 people, if not more, that have wanted to love, be in a relationship with you, or marry you at some point in your life. And they could be still feeling that way right now, but who knows? I'll see you guys in that reading. Bye.